Jackson Comey weaves through, gets to the ball, and one play.
Hi, this is Donald Tucker, the voice of the Har-Ber Wildcats. Are you looking for a new career? Would you like to become a professional truck driver? The CDL Training School in Taneytown, Arkansas is open and accepting new students. You can earn your CDL in just 3 short weeks with employment after you finish school, and PAM Transport will cover your tuition. You will train in the same equipment that you will drive once you earn your CDL. Plus, students also receive a $100 weekly stipend during training. Don't wait another minute. Call PAM Transport today at 888-498-2549.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I'm Jared Park. Without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
Hi, my name is Brett Hobbs. I'm the head football coach at Springdale High School. Thank you for making an investment into the future of athletics in our community of Springdale. We support Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Good evening and welcome to Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. I'm Connor Jenkins, alongside me Coach Simeon Hensey, and we've got ourselves a game here tonight with the Fayetteville Bulldogs taking on the Har-Ber Wildcats. We're going to go to a few of our sponsors. This game is presented by the Springdale Athletic Foundation, Arkansas Children's Hospital, Core Architects, Engineering Services, Inc., Ozarks Electric Cooperative, and PAM Transport. And Coach, we've got a lot to talk about today. There's so many factors that go into this one game and a lot of implications in the standings. Coach, tell us about it.
Yeah, it's pretty chilly still outside, but things are really hot here.
There you go.
In Bulldog Arena. But like you said, a lot of implications for this game here tonight. You got Fayetteville coming in at 5-1 and Har-Ber at 4-2. Both teams coming off games last night because of the weather, cancellations earlier in the week. But Har-Ber, tough loss last night to Springdale at home, but Fayetteville taking care of business against Rogers. But both these teams like to push the pace. They like to play fast. And a lot of these players out here, they really know each other because they play on the same summer ball teams. So it's going to be a fun contest here tonight here in Bulldog Arena.
It really is. And you look at these teams and the standing implications that come with this game. The Wildcats fall 46-47, 1-point deficit to their crosstown rival in Springdale Bulldogs. And now you go into this game, another team that is tied for the #1 seed right now in the Fayetteville Bulldogs. Two probably of the toughest games of the year for the Lady Wildcats, and they've got them back-to-back.
Yeah, and it's a benefit, I think, to them that they are playing both these teams one right after the other, because that intensity and everything that you do to prepare for one transfers over into the other. So, you know, a lot of times you have to watch the film and get your scouting report. Well, in this instance, you didn't have a quick turnaround.
You got to play some basketball.
So you got to know what your stuff is and be able to execute your game plan, play your style of basketball. Hey, and when it gets tossed up, just go out there and do your best.
Well, I talked to Coach Rimmer. I talked to Coach Jenkins. Both of them were expressive about their games last night. Coach Rimmer, he was on the winning side. He won by a double-digit win against the Rogers Mounties, had 3 players in double digits, 1 player with 9 points, Maisha Washington with the 9 points. And then for the Wildcats, we talked about already, they lost by 1 point, but they had some key players in that game. They had McKinley Campbell score 15, but she fouled out of the ball game. Talked to McKinley Campbell. She says, I'm not fouling out tonight. So we're going to see what happens.
Yep, and that's just a part of it, the growing pains of knowing, hey, you know, she plays so hard on both ends of the floor, and you hated to see her foul out and not have an opportunity to end the game on the floor. I think it would have really maybe you would come out with a different outcome at the end of that game had she been out on the floor. But, hey, it's another day, another opportunity to see what you can do here tonight in Fayetteville, Arkansas.
It's a Saturday, and we'll send it down to the announcer, giving you starting lineups and the Pledge of Allegiance and the national anthem.
Featuring the Har-Ber Wildcats and our Fayetteville Bulldogs. At this time, we ask all who are able to please stand and face our American flag as we honor those who protect our freedoms both at home and abroad by reciting our national anthem together. By reciting our Pledge of Allegiance together. This will be followed by a brief moment of silence and the playing of our national anthem. Please join me in our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance. Now here are our starting lineups for tonight's matchup. Beginning with our visitors from Har-Ber. At guard, 5'7" senior number 3, Alexa Fitzgerald. At guard, 5'5" freshman number 4, Madison Campbell. At guard, 5'5" sophomore number 5, Jasmine MacArthur. At guard, 5'9" senior number 23, Delaney Roller. And at guard, 5'5" freshman number 33, McKinley Campbell. Wildcats are coached by Kimberly Jenkins, assisted by Josh Har-Ber and Bakari Norman.
We talked about this day for a long time, and it's here.
Lay everything on the ground and everything you got. I cigarette just so I can breathe. Sun feet on the coast breeze. Tell me I'm still
First, we introduce tonight's ball girl. Please welcome to the floor, Campbell Kennedy. And now your starting lineup at guard, 5'5" junior number 2, Whitney Brown. At guard, 5'8" junior number 11, Kyra Ball. At guard, 5'10" freshman number 23, Sanaya Coachman. At forward, 6'1" junior number 33, Aisha Washington. And at forward, 6' junior number 40, Mariah Moss. Our Bulldogs are coached by Gail Strigler, Eric Foreman,
And we've got ourselves a ball game. It's going to be a fun one here in Fayetteville Bulldog Arena. And when is it not a fun one when these two teams match up?
Yeah, you know, it's going to be competitive, and you just look at how these teams are going to match up right here at the jump. Looks like Har-Ber's going to start small, and Fayetteville has those two bigs, and we'll see which team is going to win out. Keys for the game for Har-Ber, we talked to Coach Jenkins earlier. She said they're going to have defensive discipline. They got to win the 50-50 balls, and at the end of the day, you have to make shots. So
put the ball in the hole.
Yep.
That is the keys for Coach Jenkins in this ball game. She also has to stop the big girls. In my opinion, the two best big girls in the league of the 6A West, or in the 6A in general. Well, no, 6A West. They've got the Hattie girl at North Little Rock. But in the 6A West is Maisha Washington and Mariah Moss, both playing on the same team tonight starting. And they're going to start inside scoring. Maisha Washington starts it off for the Fayetteville Bulldogs, and she gets on the board quick.
You saw Har-Ber tried to trap right out of the gate, but they left Washington open, and she was able to take advantage of it and score easy inside.
If the Wildcats can let the Bulldogs kind of shoot themselves in the foot a little bit, pun intended, that is what they're going to really want in this game. As Whitney Brown goes inside, gets a layup to fall. Whitney Brown with a quick bucket as well. And the Bulldogs, even though they're a bigger team, are pushing the pace.
Yeah, because you have some pretty good guards out there on the floor for Fayetteville as well. Some guards with some experience. Then you also have the freshman Sanaya Coachman, and she's been doing a great job for this Bulldog squad as well.
And McKinley Campbell, talk about a great freshman, as she does not make the shot on that play. 4-0 our score. 7 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Sanaya Coachman with the ball going the other way. She's got it against MacArthur, trying to give it to Washington, guarded by Fitzgerald. Those are the kind of passes the Wildcats want. Coachman inside to Moss against Delaney Roller. Going inside is Moss with a great move. Going up again, doesn't get it to fall, and tips it out of bounds, and that could be a problem for the Cats tonight is the rebounds. As Whitney Brown goes up for the shot, does not get the ball. Madison Campbell, if you want rebounds, and the Cats have it, it's Madison Campbell. She averages 5 per game.
Yeah, and she's such a versatile player, and she does so much for this team. She can score the ball. She goes and she crashes the boards hard. But I think the biggest bright spot for her is just her defense and her ability to just create havoc on the defensive end.
They switched numbers on me. It's number 40 tonight is Mariah Moss. I have her as number 32 on my roster, but she picks up the foul right there. They give it inside to Fitzgerald. Inside scoring going to be an interesting thing if the Wildcats can do so against a bigger lineup in the Fayetteville Bulldogs. The score remains 4-0. The Wildcats have not gotten on the board yet. Maisha Washington sends it to the corner of Brown, and that's tipped out by Jasmine MacArthur. 6:11 to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, and you can see that just Har-Ber is very undersized compared to this Fayettille team.
But that's a decision. They have the size. Well, not as much size as Fayetteville, but they do have big girls like Ayani Henry, Maya Haney that they could be playing, but they want to play a quicker lineup in this lineup that they have right now, and they want to force errors like that on the big girls for the Fayetteville Bulldogs.
And the hope is that they can create a little bit of chaos, organized chaos with the speed of the guards that they have out there on the floor.
Right now the Wildcats stalling on offense. They've played 2 minutes in this ball game so far, 0 points, as McKinley Campbell looking to end that cold streak. They get it inside to Campbell, guarded by Moss, has her on the perimeter, shoots the three, doesn't get it to fall, rebounded by the Bulldogs. That was Ball with the rebound. Now Brown throws inside, Moss. Inside, up, and good. Mariah Moss gets on the board with 2 points.
Right now you're going to have to see Har-Ber's going to have to make an adjustment on Moss. She's just so big inside. and she seals very well, and she can finish nice soft hands around the basket.
She's a very good big player for the Bulldogs as Delaney Roller starts off the scoring for the Cats. Exactly what the Cats needed was a bucket to answer back to these Bulldog, who is a high-powered offense. You talked about it earlier. We've talked about it all game. They have the bigs, but they really have some strong guards in Whitney Brown and Sanaya Coachman. As now Maisha Washington gives it up. Ball sends it over to Coachman. Asking for some big low action, or high-low action, I should say. Brown shoots the three. Might have been tipped. Rebounded by McKinley Campbell. She'll go the other way. Decides against the pull-up. I thought she might have pulled the three, but decides against it instead. Sends it over to her sister, Madison Campbell. Going inside, out to MacArthur. Three lined up, three good. Jasmine MacArthur.
And that's where Har-Ber's going to have to take advantage of Moss, because she doesn't want to play outside on the perimeter. She does not want to defend outside on the perimeter. Yes, she's a big body. She posts well, but just her ability to get up and down and guard these guards on the perimeter is going to be a difficulty for her.
Kind of see maybe that's a box and one by Coach Shinkins. She's known for her man defense, but goes with a zone, a little junk defense. McKinley Campbell pulls the three, does not get it to fall. MacArthur with the rebound. Sends it over to Madison Campbell, over to the corner, wide open Delaney Roller. Three, up three, no good. Rebounded by Maisha Washington. And Washington, while playing the 4 position, is one of the primary ball handlers for this team as she walks on that play.
Yeah, she's such a versatile player. She can play the 1 through 5 and just does a good job. Just got a little happy feet right there. But when you go back to look at the keys of the game that Coach Jenkins talked about, now it makes sense when she says make shots, because she knows
shoot a lot of them.
They're going to have a lot of open shot opportunities because Moss isn't going to come out to guard. So you gotta make her pay. As you see right now, she's sunk down. So
Fitzgerald, there you go.
Pay.
That's going to be the recipe for the Cats in this ball game. If you can get wide open shooters, Fitzgerald going to have to take a step like she did in the Bentonville game when she had 12. It's going to have to happen tonight. Sends it over. Ball, three, up three, miss. Rebounded by Washington. She steps out of bounds, and that'll go the other way. So the Wildcats' game plan is effective when the shots are being made right now.
Yeah.
And I think that's with anything in basketball. You're effective when your shots are being made, but they're speeding up the game to the pace of where we've seen a lot of walks.
Yep.
And we've seen a lot of loose passes.
Yeah, exactly. So, like you said, you got to make shots, because if they're going to go with a larger lineup, bigger lineup, then you're going to see those bigs have mismatches out on the perimeter.
As you see some substitutions here for the Bulldogs as they went a little smaller, took out Moss. Maisha Washington will play the 5 position now for the Bulldogs. Fitzgerald gets in inside to Fitzgerald, I should say. Roller sends it back over to Campbell. Campbell driving, puts up the mid-range jumper. Does not get to fall, but gets her own rebound to MacArthur. Up and good. Jasmine MacArthur, she has a statement to make tonight. Missing the game winner last night against the Springdale Bulldogs, she has a statement to make.
Yep, and it was a tough shot. I think she only had like 5 seconds to get the length of the floor, and just, had to take a tough shot. Didn't go in, and you just have to just live with that result. But like you said, the good thing about it is you don't have a very long turnaround to get that taste out of your mouth. You don't have to think about it too long. You got another game tonight. So that's the benefit. Yeah, it's the benefit of being able to play back-to-back.
As the first free throw is missed. Cannot see the number, but I'll give you the update when I can. 6-10 our score with 2:48 left to play in the first quarter. The Wildcats leading by 4. As the second free throw is good. It's number 13, Lily Crone. As McKinley Campbell signaling the play, gives it up to MacArthur. They run an action for Delaney Roller to come off the pick, shoots the jumper, doesn't get it to fall, and the rebound goes to Furman. Now Maisha Washington, we talked about it. She is one of the best players for this Dogs team, and she also can play 1 through 5. As now Furman looking for something inside. Or no, that was not Furman, as that one gets tipped out. 10-7 our score. A 3-point lead. You see Mariah Moss going to come back into the ball game. Interesting to see. There you go. They're going to leave Maisha Washington in the game. They went back big. Nope, they took out Washington. There you go. Hey, when you say one thing,
keep up with it all. There's a lot
Coach
of quick.
Rimmer, He counteracted.
Yeah, a lot of quick substitutions taking place right now.
Want to throw the Wildcats off guard with a lot of different lineups as Coach Rimmer. As the foul is on the floor, that one will be assessed to, I think, Madison Campbell. It will be. That's her first.
Har-Ber foul charge against number 4, Madison Campbell, her first personal, team second.
And really, one of the unsung heroes that we haven't talked about in this game has not entered the game, but the unsung hero of the last game for the Wildcats was Maya Haney. Maya Haney came from the Fayetteville feeder system, had 8 points, 12 rebounds against the Springdale Bulldogs. Played very big inside, very physical, and it's exactly what they needed.
She was such a force last night. I love watching how aggressive she is, just attacking the glass. And like you said, she gave the Wildcats an opportunity to win the game last night because of how physical she was inside and being that post presence that the Wildcats needed last night.
Did exactly what she was told to do in that position, was in the dunker spot, which is where they needed her to be. Mariah Moss squares up against Roller. Madison Campbell comes into the action. Jump ball call. Possession arrow favors the Wildcats. Going the other way, 10-7 are still our score. 1:56 left to play in the first quarter.
And such a smart game plan right now that the Wildcats have against Moss. Anytime she gets it, you quickly see that double team coming after her. So she's going to have to be able to make those moves quicker or pass out a bit faster.
Roller gives it up to McKinley Campbell. Signaling the play is Campbell. She's guarded by Ball. Now to Roller. Back up to Campbell. Over to Fitzgerald. Wide open three. Up and no good. Rebounded by Moss. Fitzgerald, I'm pretty sure, I haven't checked in a little bit, but she was at one point leading this team in three-point percentage, was Fitzgerald. As now Whitney Brown. McKinley Campbell steal. Gets it out to her sister. Moss on the floor. Jump ball call. Possession arrow will favor the Fayetteville Bulldogs as we just had a jump ball on the previous play. Good effort by both teams. And that's exactly one of the keys to the game was win the 50-50s. At least get in the play. If you're the Wildcats, they did so there.
Yeah, and that's just great, awesome effort, like you said, by both teams just now. You like to see players compete, diving on the floor, going for the loose balls, giving their team a chance to win.
1:20 left to play in the first quarter. 7-10 our score, a 3-point lead for the Wildcats against the Fayetteville Bulldogs. Coachman with the ball up top. I'll try to say the time as much as possible. I didn't realize that we didn't have it. I should have. As Moss sinks the bucket, and she is a force inside the paint. She's got 4. As McKinley Campbell now with the ball against Ball. Now MacArthur. She'll reset it for the Cats. Maya Haney going to go to the scores table for the Wildcats. Gives it up, Fitzgerald. She's got to be able to shoot that one. Moss was late on the closeout. Roller, 3. No good. Roller's not afraid to shoot it. Moss will step out of bounds, and that'll stay with the Wildcats.
And yeah, if I'm Fitzgerald, I'm going to keep letting them fly until Moss comes out and closes out hard, and I'm going to keep shooting.
Maya Haney, this is a statement game for her. She just had one against the Springdale Bulldogs, but she is from the Fayetteville feeder system, went to Woodland Junior High, transferred to Har-Ber High School, or transferred to Central Junior High, I should say, now playing at Har-Ber High School. McKinley Campbell sends it out, Roller 3, up 3, no good. Roller has not been able to get the ball going in the hole as Madison Campbell will step out of bounds.
Got to keep shooting.
Got to keep
because
shooting.
they're good open looks. You just got to make them and put them down.
As now Whitney Brown coming across the timeline. 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 9-10 our score. Maisha Washington catches. They send the threat of the double team. Maya Haney will pick up the foul. Maisha Washington will go to the line shooting 2. That's Maya Haney's first.
Har-Ber foul charge against number 22, Maya Haney, her first personal. Team third in the quarter. Washington in the line for our Bulldog.
And Washington will go to the line. Looking to tie up the ball game, she does. She's got 3 in the game.
For our Bulldogs, number 13, Lily Crone.
Mariah Moss comes out of the ball game. That's most likely for defensive purposes, as now they've got one big inside with Haney and not the best known shooter. Ball gets the rebound, saves it to Haney. Washington recovers, and they call a foul on the play, and it most likely assessed to Haney as Ball is down on the play. Yep, Maya Haney will pick up her second personal.
Wow, just 2 quick ones for her.
And Ayani Henry is automatically triggered off the bench. She will come in for Haney.
And you hate to see that foul because that's just a hustle, a hustle foul. Going after a loose ball.
Mariah Moss has returned for the Bulldogs. They have the offensive possession. They get it inside to Brown with 10 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now Brown against MacArthur. MacArthur putting up the hand. Gets the illegal screen. There you go. And whether it is illegal, you can still sell it to make it look illegal. MacArthur maybe sold a little bit right there.
Yeah, do a little acting job.
A little bit. A little theater.
That. Yeah.
Mr. Terrell might be teaching a few tricks at Har-Ber High School.
That name of your drama teacher?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Farrell.
Terrell.
Terrell.
Yes.
Mr. Terrell.
He's in the same hallway as Mrs. Hamilton in the Wildcat TV program. As McKinley Campbell going the length of the court. Sends it out. Madison Campbell, 3 up, 3, miss. As that will do it for our first quarter of action. 10-10, a tying ball game, a low-scoring affair here in Fayetteville Bulldog Arena. But these two teams are electric offensively, so don't go anywhere. We could have a high-scoring ball game. We could have a low-scoring one. It'll be a fun one no matter what, as we'll be right back.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
Welcome back as we get into the action. Mariah Moss and Maisha Washington, the big forces inside for the Bulldogs, are back in the ball game. And Ayani Henry is in there to counteract that for the Wildcats. So we're going to be interested to see if the Wildcats stay small or keep Ayani Henry in the ball game. They send it out. Roller, 3 up, 3, miss. Out to McKinley Campbell, wide open mid-range jumper, another miss, but they're getting shots up.
Yep, and they're not shy. They are definitely getting shots up. And Fayetteville's playing back, so you gotta make Fayetteville come out and guard you, and they don't want to come out because of our guards, of the ability of our guards to drive to the basket.
Roller with a rebound and is harassed on the play by Washington. Jump ball, and the possession arrow will favor the Fayetteville Bulldogs. With 30 seconds passed in the second quarter and a timeout called. Coach Rimmer will take it. Coach Rimmer, we talk about him and we talk about the Fayetteville Bulldogs. Rimmer's known for a dribble drive offense. That's what he's known in the state of Arkansas for. He told me before the game that he switched to an interior inside-out offense, that he wants to get paint touches. Coach Jenkins pretty much knows this, and they're trying to limit as much as possible. You talked about it earlier. They're doubling. How do you limit the inside paint touches and limit what their game plan is?
Well, you got to continue being quick on it and do what you're doing until they make adjustments. Anytime Moss catches that ball inside, you got to send a double extremely fast and don't let her make a move. Now, she has to be able to recognize it and kick it out to the open shooters. But we have to be fast. Once we double, if she kicks it out, we got to close out hard. And you have to communicate.
We'll put it on the players, what you're saying.
Yep.
Moss goes inside, puts up the layup and gets the ball. Mariah Moss with 6 in the ball game.
It's a pretty move.
It was. Madison Campbell lines up the 3, short on the play. Moss with the rebound, throws Henry to the ground as Washington going the other way. MacArthur with a back tip, and that'll go out of bounds, staying with the Bulldogs. 10-12 our score, a 2-point lead for the Fayetteville Bulldogs with 7:01 left to play in the second quarter in our 7th game of conference play. The 5-1 Bulldogs against the 4-2 Wildcats. Maisha Washington going inside against Henry. Shoots the fadeaway. Up and good. That's some skill right there by Maisha Washington.
Now you're starting to see just that size start to wear on the Wildcats.
MacArthur coming around the screen. Sends it out. McKinley Campbell. Now over to Madison Campbell. She's got Washington going inside. Acrobatic layup, doesn't get it. And Washington with the rebound. Now Coachman going inside, tipped out by Campbell, but they're going to call a foul on her. That's her second personal. A little bit of worries there for the Cats, is the best defender for them, and Madison Campbell has 2.
Yep, and on the other end, I didn't think Campbell had to adjust. She had a wide open layup, but the size of Fayetteville made her, in her mind, think, oh, I got to adjust this shot because I got a shot blocker behind me. So even though they weren't in the play, that mindset still affected her ability to go in and score.
Washington inside against Henry. Henry not given any space. And a blocking foul called on McKinley Campbell. That'll be her first. And that's one of those 50-50s that can go either way.
Yeah, and, I always struggle with that kind of call because even though the defensive player was moving, the defensive player still has the right to a spot on the floor.
I agree.
So
McKinley Campbell comes into play, steals it away, now on the floor, surrounded by two Bulldogs, and a jump ball call. Possession arrow will favor the Dogs, or the Wildcats.
Is that one of those ball don't lie moments?
Yes.
Well, like I was saying, even though, you call a block there, Campbell still has the right to cut off that defender. And if she beats her to that spot, I always struggle with that call, but I'm not a referee. That's why I'm behind the mic.
Above our pay grades.
Yeah.
As Jasmine MacArthur with the ball. Going against Coachman. MacArthur looking to get active. Roller against Brown. Pulls from three. MacArthur. No good. Rebounded by Ball. Now Whitney Brown going the other way. 5:50 left to play in the second quarter. We haven't seen any scoring in the second quarter for the Wildcats. 4 points in the quarter for the Bulldogs. Ayani Henry on the ground for the Cats. Washington on the ground. McKinley Campbell comes out of the pack. Ayani Henry against Coachman. Goes up for the layup. Misses. That rebound on
blue ball.
That will go to the Wildcats. Coach Rimmer asking for a push.
Yeah.
Could have been, but those loose ball, very scrappy possessions, sometimes you let them go. It depends on the crew. As Roller sends it inside, Ayani Henry. Now MacArthur. Gets the screen from Henry. Over to McKinley Campbell. The shot is up. The shot is good. McKinley Campbell. She gets on the board for the first time tonight.
And we got to get McKinley some more opportunities and more looks to score. She's your leading scorer for the team. She has to have more opportunities to put it in the hole. She's
had some shots tonight that have not fall, as that one's a traveling violation on Coachman. But 14-13 our score. 5:07 left to play in the second quarter. Both Roller and McKinley Campbell have been struggling tonight with making their shots, but they've gotten some good looks.
Yep, and they got to keep putting them up. The way we see Fayetteville playing their defense, other than on ball, they're just sagging back, daring the Wildcats to make shots. And Wildcats have to make them.
That one's called a foul. Coach Rimmer not happy with that one, as that one will be assessed to Sanaya Coachman, her first personal.
And I think Coach Rimmer knows that if he tries to extend his defense, this Wildcat team has the ability to slash. They're great drivers, slashers. You got Jazz, you got McKinley and Madison, all are good. And Roller, they all have the ability to drive and get to the hole.
Roller has the ability to do that right there. The pull-up jumper good by Roller. 15-14, a 1-point lead for the Lady Wildcats here in Bulldog Arena, or Purple Dog Arena, whatever you want to call it. There's two Bulldogs in the 6A West. It's confusing sometimes. Brown sends it inside to Washington. They have post position, and they will get a traveling violation call. One referee called a foul, one called a travel, and the travel will win.
Yes, the travel won out, and Rimmer's, he's going ballistic down there.
He does not like it. Coach Rimmer not happy. The veteran coach against another veteran coach, and Coach Kimberly Jenkins. As McKinley Campbell coming around the screen. And that's a blocking foul called on the Bulldogs.
Bulldog foul charged against number 13, Lily Crone, her first personal, team second.
Coach Rimmer not happy.
Yeah, man. I think the ref is pretty close to giving him a warning.
Warning or a technical. You never know. Some referees give the warning as a courtesy, but some just go straight to the technical.
I've had enough.
Yes, Roller going inside, puts up the layup, air ball. Fitzgerald with the recovery, sends out McKinley Campbell. She lines up the three, and another air ball for the Wildcats, not the possession they drew up on that play. Maisha Washington throws it out in the stratosphere, and now Coachman Big word, right? Come on.
Stratosphere. I like that one.
As Coachman gets her first bucket of the game. 2 points for Sanaya Coachman, the freshman. We've already seen 4 freshmen play in this game, 3 for the Wildcats, 1 for the Bulldogs.
You talk about Coachman, she's actually a Springdale product, so I think her and Haney kind of flip-flop.
Yeah, little trade. She was in the Springdale feeder system, was Sanaya Coachman. She played at Lakeside Junior High. As McKinley Campbell against Washington, putting on the spin move, going up with a shot, and good. When you can do that against a bigger player, that is a skill.
Yep, and that's why I feel like Fayetteville's just backing up and trying to sag into the paint because they know it's going to be a hard matchup trying to guard the guards of Har-Ber one-on-one.
That one's called a blocking foul. Looked like MacArthur might have been set on the play, but it's also kind of confusing. I think it will come to high school basketball, the restricted area. If we were playing in the NBA or college, there's a restricted area, and MacArthur would have been in it. Maybe that's the reasoning behind the call. I don't know.
Yep, and you see the rules trickling down. Now we have the 5-foul, 2 free throw rule that started off in women's college basketball, but now it's in high school for both boys and girls. And so the rules, they evolve, and then they always trickle down.
Mariah Moss with 8 points in the ball game gets the bucket inside. 18-17 our score, a 1-point lead for the Fayetteville Bulldogs with 2:44 left to play in the second quarter. Giving up to Delaney Roller. Looking for a cutting Fitzgerald, now gives it to McKinley Campbell. Pulls around, 3-point shot. We've seen a lot of green lights tonight, and not a lot of shots go in for the Cats. Sanaya Coachman coming across the timeline, sends it inside to Moss, guarded by Henry. Moss putting on the dribble moves. She's got an arsenal. Outside, three-pointer up, three-pointer missed. The three-pointers are not falling for either team tonight. Brown up and good. The mid-range is falling though. Whitney Brown with 4, the star guard for the Fayetteville Bulldogs. We'll see her brother play later in the men's game.
Yeah, Xavier Brown.
He's a big part of how successful they've been this season.
Yep, it's been fun watching both Brown. They're twins.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, they are.
As now McKinley Campbell. She's coming around the screen, rejects it, sends over MacArthur. Corner 3, up corner 3. No good. Fitzgerald almost with the rebound. And coming away with it is Ball. Gives it up to Coachman. Coachman against Ione Henry. Going inside, the mid-ranger, no good, but 2 free throws will go for Coachman.
Just a tough physical drive by Coachman right there. She just looked like she had that mindset where she was not going to be denied.
Coachman wanted a bucket badly in that possession as she will miss the first off the back of the iron. And Maisha Washington will sub back into the ball game. So you see the 2 big lineup coming back in. You see Rimmer really Coach Rimmer really switching it up a lot. He goes 2 bigs. He goes small. He's done a lot.
Yeah, he keeps them on their toes. You know, as an opposing coach, you really can't get your defensive game plan locked in because the lineups are constantly switching. He's subbing in, subbing out.
MacArthur now with the ball. 21-17, a minute and 18 left to play in the second quarter. Don't go anywhere at halftime. We will have Coach Tiffany Dykes joining us at the half to talk about her women's cheer team at Har-Ber High School, a big program for the Cats. As Delaney Roller going inside is fouled on the play by Moss. That'll be Moss's second, if I am correct up here. No. Izzy Turner will pick up that one. As the first free throw is good for Delaney Roller. Or is missed. I was looking down. Oh, first one was missed. Okay. Yep. I was looking down at the moment. As Delaney Roller goes 1 for 2 at the line. The best free throw shooter for the Cats, about 89%. Gives it up. Now Brown inside to Washington. Tipped by MacArthur. Going the other way. 2-on-2. MacArthur sends it out. Roller. 3-pointer up. 3-pointer. Good. Delaney Roller from downtown.
We needed that.
21-21, a tied ball game with 35 seconds left to play in the second quarter.
Seems like a lid kind of been on the basket. We've seen a couple threes go down, but man, tough to knock them down.
Roller picks up the foul. That'll be her second personal. 21-21, 30 seconds left to play in the second quarter. A tied ball game here in Purple Dog Arena. As in the bonus are the Cats, which will send the Bulldogs to the line. And the first free throw is missed. Substitution for the Dogs as they will take out Moss and put in Crone. As the free throw is good. Now a 1-point ball game. Isabel Turner with that bucket. As we talked about a lot tonight, Rimmer keeping the fluidity of the lineup going tonight. As McKinley Campbell coming across the timeline. Wildcats in no rush, no shot clock on. They clear the side for McKinley Campbell. Now out to MacArthur. It was kind of an ISO play, but the Bulldogs defended it well. MacArthur inside, layup. Fitzgerald with the rebound. Sends it out, McKinley Campbell. Out to MacArthur. Up three. She might have been fouled on the play. Brown comes out of the pack. MacArthur tips from behind. McKinley Campbell heaves as much as she can. The power of a 5'5" freshman. We saw it right there.
Looked like a little shot put throw.
Yeah, a little shot put. As McKinley Campbell can't convert on that one. I don't know if anybody could in that one. 22-21 is our halftime score. We will go to the half. We'll be right back with Coach Tiffany Dykes joining us at the half. Thank you for watching. We'll be right back.
Goodbye, guessing. Hello, confidence. So long, stress. Hello, security. Farewell, running to the bank. Hello, banking from anywhere. Get a quick view of your balance. Block lost debit cards. It checks anywhere, anytime with a highly rated Go mobile app from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day. The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit. My credit score wasn't that good, but Car-Mart believed in me.
They believed in me. My dream car, a 2016 Nissan Sentra. What's yours?
America's Car-Mart. You keep the dream, and we'll keep you on the road.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
I'm Don Strubing. It's because of the generosity of people like you, we are able to fully support the Fuel and Feed program. For this, we thank you and appreciate your help. I support Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Zach Arns. I'm voice of the Springdale Bulldogs. Thank you for donating to the Fuel and Feed program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Thank you for your support.
This game brought to you by our sponsors here on Springdale Athletic Foundation. Our halftime sponsors are Springdale Athletic Foundation, Tyson Foods, McClarty Daniel, Harps, our vest. And 5H Sports Photography. Joining us now, Coach Tiffany Dykes, the outstanding coach for the women's cheer team here at Har-Ber High School. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, just adjust it real quick. You're not accustomed like your husband is to wearing a headset.
There we go. No, I'm not affluent in this field as he is. So thanks so much for having me.
Yes, Coach, tell us about your season and kind of what you've been doing this year.
Yes, we had a great season. I was really, really proud of what we were able to accomplish. We started out very, very early. I knew early on that I wanted to increase the level of difficulty and the skills that we were executing in our competition routine, so we started very early on that. And I was really proud. We had some great success because of that. We had a great success at camp. We won in both our cheer and our showcase division, which was really, really huge for us. Set us up for a great time with our competition season. We ended up placing 4th at state.
There you go.
Which was very nice. We hit 0 for those. For those who don't know what that means, it means we had 0 deductions, 0 falls.
Wow.
Basically, we did as much as we could do, and that's all you can ask for as a coach. So I was extremely proud of them.
You got them. I've talked to a lot of your players in the past as I was a Har-Ber High School student, and I've never heard a bad thing about you. I've heard only great things from your players. I've talked to a lot of them. Every one of your cheerleaders have enjoyed you and have really loved playing for you. You took over this program a few years ago and have really kind of taken off with it. Tell us about that decision coming in and just tell us all about that process.
Yeah, well, cheerleading has always been a passion in my life, and I've always had some either coaching or some kind of, choreography that I've been doing, judging, and so I wanted to continue on with that. It's also kind of just been a ministry. I feel like we're put here to serve, to pour into other people's lives, and I felt like that was the best way that I could serve and pour into some young people's lives by coaching them in the sport that I love so much, hopefully passing down some skills, some knowledge, but also some passion. I think that whatever sport you do, you have to have a love and a passion for that, and you also have to have a lot of confidence. I think you see that regardless of the sport, any athlete has to feel confident and good about who they are and what they're doing.
Yes.
If they're able to do that, then they're able to maximize whatever potential, and that's kind of my job. What I'm trying to do is just take each athlete and maximize their individual potential and maximize our team's potential as well.
And I've talked to so many coaches through the years. I've been around coaching a lot, as I've got a mother that does coach, and all the coaches that coach girls sports, or women's sports I should say, they always say that it's a very influential job as a coach. You influence way more than what the sport is.
Very much
so. So tell us about your influence and what you strive to be and how you think you've executed that through the years.
I preach to our girls a lot about family, how important that is. From the beginning, everything that we do, it all flows out of us being a family. That's something that I feel is a characteristic that I have to embody as well. So, I always make a point to get to know the kids individually, their strengths and weaknesses, so they know they're not just a commodity to me, they're not just a position on the mat, that they're a real person. I'm connecting with them on that level. I've got a great group of kids. They're really easy to connect with, and so that's something, a philosophy that I really kind of push, is just us being a family, and it comes in handy for sure, especially during the hard times in competition season.
And really, if someone doesn't know a lot about your program, they might know that your daughter is also one of your players, and Kennedy Dykes does a great job for you, was an all-state player. How has that been coaching her and kind of mentoring her and being in her life probably more involved than you would expect?
Right. It's been a huge blessing. It's been an awesome 3 years that we've had together. I'm glad that it's something that we've been able to share. It's also come with challenges. I'm sure, your mom knows, being, a coach of athletes, you tend to, when you're coaching your own kid, hold them to a higher standard.
Yes.
You have higher expectations. So there are times that I would have to catch myself that I would maybe give grace to a lot of other athletes on the team and not as much to her. And so I'd really have to, pull myself back and make sure I'm giving her grace. I also tried to really make sure that when we came home, for the most part, I turned it off. I was just mom at home, because it would be easy to bring your work home and continue to talk about how we could get better and do this. And, she also, too, needs to mentally just have mom at home. So I tried to separate the two as best as I could.
Coach, your program's been amazing through the years that you've been here. I think you've been here for 4 years now?
This is my third.
So upcoming fourth.
Yes.
And you've done a great job with your program. I just want to give you props for that.
Thank you.
And you have the energy of 1,000 suns. So we all know that. If anybody's around Har-Ber, we all know that. You've always got a smile on your face, and thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
And we'll go to a quick commercial break. We'll come back with the action here in Fayetteville Bulldog Arena. Don't go anywhere.
Try the 3-and-3 meal at Slim Chickens. 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders paired with 3 perfectly fried wings, shaken in your choice of house flavors. Served with fries, Texas toast, and a medium drink. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Harps. Hometown fresh.
I'm Jason Jones, principal at Springdale High School. Thank you for making an investment into the future of athletics in our community of Springdale. We support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I am Paul Gree, principal at Har-Ber High School. Without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link.
As this one's a loose ball, we come back to you a little late in the action, but here we are. 22-21, a 1-point lead for the Lady Bulldogs here in Bulldog Arena as the Wildcats get on the floor, jump ball called, and the Wildcat ball as McKinley Campbell will have it. The Wildcats going back with their smaller lineup here in the second quarter, or in the third, I should say. Now Madison Campbell.
It worked for them in the first half. It was only a 1-point game going in, but they just got to take advantage and make some shots. Like Coach said in her keys to the game, they got to make shots.
And not settle. Right there, McKinley Campbell going inside. She has 7 points on the ball game, below her average, but at the same time, that could be a good sign for the Cats.
Yep.
23-22, a 1-point lead now for the Cats with 7:20 left to play in the third quarter. Ball with the ball. Well, that's not good.
Ball with the ball.
Whitney Brown, 3, up 3, good. She's got 7 in the game. As now McKinley Campbell brings it across the timeline. They're sagging off on McKinley Campbell. If I'm her, which I didn't play a lot, so this is probably why, I'd pop that. That's me, though. You've seen me play.
There you go. You called it.
There you go. McKinley Campbell says, let me get some.
Right on cue. And that's what they've been doing. Fayetteville's been sagging off, and we have to make them respect the 3. If that's your shot, you're wide open, you got to knock it down.
Double digits for McKinley Campbell with 10 points now in the ball game. Over to Coachman, inside to Washington, tipped out by McKinley Campbell. She's doing it on both ends, folks. Madison Campbell, 1 to beat. Goes inside, Brown comes across the shoulder and will pick up the foul. And that's some good, and you like to say this, but you really can't. Veteran play by a freshman.
No, you saw what she did there, and I know what you're alluding to. She got the steal, but she saw the angle that Brown had, and she cut her off. And she didn't allow Brown to get to the inside where she had a chance to maybe swipe or get a block.
She forced the foul, basically.
Yep, she forced the foul, got a great angle, cut off Brown, and Brown had to foul or it would have been an easy layup.
As Madison Campbell misses the pair of free throws. That's been an issue for the Cats this season is free throws. Coachman in the full court against Fitzgerald, up and good. Sanaya Coachman.
I don't know if anybody can take a charge in the open floor anymore because players nowadays, they've become so skilled with that Euro step move. It's very hard to, it's very hard to just see a charge call in the open floor like that anymore.
Ball, a lot more control in the full court, especially by a skilled player like Coachman and McKinley Campbell. Going inside, Brown, layup, good. 9 points for Whitney Brown. in the ball game. 5:53 left to play in the third quarter. 29-26, a three-point lead has blossomed here for the Fayetteville Bulldogs. Madison Campbell, Delaney Roller posting up against Brown. We don't see her really in that action normally. Fitzgerald's kind of open here with Moss barely putting a hand up. Now MacArthur putting on the moves. Delaney Roller gets sent to the ground. MacArthur got the bucket, but it will not count. 29-26, 5:34 left to play in the third quarter. As you can tell, I'm keeping stats today. I love it.
Yeah,
You're
on it, man.
It cost me $6 to get these at Staples.
Oh, wow.
Hopefully I get reimbursed. Donald Tucker, if you're listening. I'm kidding. McKinley Campbell gives it up. Roller, wide open three. Up, no good. Rebounded by Ball. Ball with the ball against McKinley Campbell, who is guarding the ball. Alliteration. I think that's what it's called. I don't know. I didn't pass English. As Coachman going inside, up and no good. Maisha Washington with the rebound. Sends it out to Brown. Three, up three. No good. Rebounded by Ball. Blocked by MacArthur, and a foul is charged to Jasmine MacArthur.
And you see Fayetteville just crashing the boards extremely hard, giving themselves chances for second chance opportunities.
5:03 left to play in the third quarter. 29-26, a three-point lead as Ball will go to the free throw line for the Bulldogs. She will sink the first. Ball with her first points of the game. In a timely fashion. This could be a lead that gets out of hand real quick if the Wildcats don't answer back. Ball misses a second free throw. Washington with a rebound. Puts it back up and good. As McKinley Campbell will come the other way. Guarded by Ball. They're still sagging off. Not as much, but they still are.
Yeah, she knocked that first one down, so they're playing a little bit higher.
Still, if you had, you remember a few years ago, Galatia Andrew range. As Madison Campbell, up three, no good and Maisha Washington with the rebound. Madison Campbell guarding. Trying to get a steal. Washington. They're trying to get inside to Moss. They do. Double team sent. Moss misses.
But to me right there, that's a 3-second violation. Before she
Very
called
much so.
for the ball, she was
posted
down,
up.
Yeah, posted up down low. And after she caught it, she was there for another 2 to 3 seconds.
As Ball will pick up the foul.
It's an offensive foul.
An offensive.
Wow. Jazz.
What just happened?
They said Jazz pushed, is what the ref was explaining.
And yet MacArthur was on the ground, but above our pay grades. As the Bulldogs have the ball, 32-26, 4:08 left to play in the third quarter. Coachman gives it up, Ball. Ball looking inside to Moss. Gets it inside against Maya Haney, one-on-one. They did not send the double team this time. They clear out a side for Moss. Going inside, they send the double team then. And MacArthur, that should go to MacArthur or Maya Haney. It'll go to Maya Haney. That's her third.
And that's a big load for Haney to have to handle down there by herself. I know MacArthur rotated over, but she came over a little late after Moss was already in action and making her move.
Moss with the missed free throw. 32-26, still our score. 6-point lead for the Fayetteville Bulldogs with 3:55 left to play in the third quarter. This has some implications here. We talked about it in the pregame. Moss misses the free throw. Maya Haney with the rebound. That's something Maya Haney, if she's not scoring the ball, she's going to rebound the ball. She's going to do one of the two.
Yeah, she just does a good job. She just has a knack for knowing how to put her body in position to get rebounds.
Maya Haney from the three-point line gives it up. McKinley Campbell, she's being sagged off of. Shoots a three, doesn't get it. Haney with the rebound, puts it back up and good. Maya Haney inside for two.
Right on cue.
There you go. You talk about a player, they get a bucket. 32-28, 4-point lead as Haney gets on the board for the first time tonight. Now, Whitney Brown gives it up. Washington. A lot of people don't know this. Washington and Roller, I think, were once teammates at Shiloh Christian.
Yeah.
As now McKinley Campbell sending him the full length of the court to MacArthur. Up, layup, good. And the Wildcats get in transition where they love to be. 7 for MacArthur. As now Coachman gives it up. 2 freshman point guards in this game have gone at it. Washington out to the corner. Brown, 3, up, 3, no good. Rebounded by MacArthur. She's looking to push. Moss takes her down on the play.
And you love Jazz. She's always has a smile on her face, and she's always bouncy, getting up. She's a great personality.
Very energetic player.
Yeah.
Very emotional player at points, too. And that's really what gives her her chip on her shoulder.
Yep, she does. She plays with a little chip on her shoulder. It doesn't seem like she ever lets anything that happens on the floor get her down. She hops up, and she's on to the next play.
She might give you the hands up, but she's ready to go the next play and get the ball back. Jasmine MacArthur with the ball. Looking for Roller. Gives it up. Deep 3 Roller. No good. Rebounded by Washington. Tipped away. Now Coachman. Guarded by Madison Campbell. Pulls up 3. That was tipped by Campbell. A block. And this team is a high blocking team for how undersized they are. As Madison Campbell gives it up Roller. Back to Madison Campbell. Wide open 3. Up. Good. Madison Campbell with the answer. Her first 3 of the ball game, and it comes at a timely fashion for the Cats. 33-32, minute and 53 left to play in the third quarter. The Wildcats up by 1. Brown looking to get the ball out. They get it inside to Washington. McKinley Campbell with the help defense, and that'll be a foul on McKinley Campbell. What more can you do on that play?
Send a double team as
yes.
quickly as possible.
Probably.
But Washington,
it was a little late.
Yeah, Washington had her sealed, and I mean it was a great pass, great entry pass, and had she caught it cleanly, it would have probably been a lay-in. But
as Maisha Washington sinks the first, she's got 8.
Washington in the line for our Bulldogs.
As
Another
she misses the
rebound.
second. Yep,
Man,
an offensive
killing
rebound.
us.
Now Brown. Had to switch out the pin. Brown shoots up the 3. Up, good.
And that's another second chance opportunity. You got to box out, specifically on the free throw line. That's the second offensive rebound we've given up that's led to a basket.
McKinley Campbell calling the play, gives it up to her sister Madison Campbell. They give it up Roller. Mid-range up, mid-range good. Delaney Roller, and you like to see it. She hasn't had one of her best games, but she still got 10 points, and they're still getting looks for her.
Yep, and she's just got to continue to shoot. That's what shooters do. Shooters shoot.
Shooters shoot. Like me in pickup.
Yeah, hey, you let them fly.
As they give it up, the Bulldogs. If you don't know, me and Coach Sim here, we played some pickup basketball together.
We played big. He made me retire. No.
As that one is called foul on, I think, Madison Campbell. It will be. That's her third. And that'll be bonus action for the Bulldogs. 2 free throws here for them. As Coachman will go to the line.
Yeah, I can't keep up with the young kids anymore. My body's
might be the oldest thing you've ever said. 5 points in the game for Coachman. Oh, 6, I guess. I guess I missed a free throw earlier. And 7. We're not all perfect. As J.C. Weatherford is subbed in the ballgame, as well as Iani Henry, replacing Madison Campbell, Jazz MacArthur. They got 38 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Gives it up Roller. Now Weatherford. Weatherford getting pressured, gives it up to McKinley Campbell. McKinley Campbell gives it up, Weatherford. Over to Fitzgerald. Back to Campbell. Oh, decided against the 3, but it was there if she wanted it. Gives it up Weatherford. Back to Campbell. I feel like I'm repeating myself. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Roller pulls up and is fouled on the play. That'll send Delaney Roller to the line. The best free throw shooter for the Cats at about 90, hovering around 90%. Roller will go to the line.
That's pretty impressive clip in the foul line, knowing that you need to get to that position more often.
Some would say the charity stripe.
Yep. And You know, Roller, she doesn't look to drive and create a lot of contact. She, you know, like we said, she's a shooter, but you'd like to see her, you know, as she gets ready to go to the next level. You know, she's going to play at Missouri Southern, NCAA Division II school.
That's where my brother plays.
Yeah.
Coachman going the other way. Not a lot of seconds left on the clock. Goes inside, and a traveling violation is called. Bumps into her own player. 4.7 seconds left to play. The game is 38-37. A 1-point lead for the Fayetteville Bulldogs. And substitution here. Furman will come into the game replacing Moss. So they go small for defense, but big for offense.
Right.
As Weatherford throws it over to McKinley Campbell. She's going to have to pick it up. Going. Pulls up. 3, short.
Oh, I thought she had a little more time to maybe get one more dribble in there.
Could have got a little lower, as that one is the end of the third quarter. 38-37, a 1-point lead in what has been, no pun intended, but a little bit pun intended, a dogfight here in Bulldog Arena. We'll send it to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
Welcome back. 38-37. You're just now joining us. I'm Connor Jenkins. Alongside me, Coach Simeon Hensey. And we've got ourselves a ball game on our hands. 38-37, a 1-point lead for the Fayetteville Bulldogs here in Bulldog Arena. And what is an important game in the standings?
Yeah, like we talked about earlier, Fayetteville at 5-1 in the league play, and Har-Ber at 4-2 in league play. So both these teams vying for top positions in the 6A West. We got one more quarter of action. They were both equal in that last quarter, both scoring, I think, just maybe, what was it at half? I don't know. I think
it was a 1-point ball game. I know that.
Yep.
And really, we haven't talked about it yet, but Springdale is playing Northside tonight. That's another huge implication game as Mariah Moss gets the bucket inside. 10 points for Moss. But that's a huge game in the standings, is Northside versus Springdale. I want to check in the score. Can we get the score on that? I'm asking my producer. We'll get the score momentarily. As Delaney Roller guarded by Coachman. Going inside, sends it out Campbell. They're guarding her three-point shot now. Sends it over Weatherford. Being pressured. Gives it up McKinley Campbell. 36-34, a 2-point ball game in the third quarter is the Bulldog Northside game. McKinley Campbell pulls from 3, misses. Roller with a rebound, and the layup is good. Delaney Roller saving the play. She's got 13, meeting her average of 13.
And it's interesting, I don't know if the ball hit the rim on that, but they reset the shot clock. So Har-Ber may have got away with one on that play.
McKinley Campbell tips from behind. Weatherford recovers, and now you've got a 3-on-2 situation. McKinley Campbell slows it down, puts on the spin move, goes up, and is fouled on the play. That one assessed to Ball, I think. It will be Ball.
Bulldogs foul charge against number 11, Kyra Ball.
Second personal on Ball. As you see substitutions here for the Cats, should be Madison Campbell and Jazz MacArthur coming in the ball game. As McKinley Campbell will shoot the first and hit the front of the iron. And Maya Haney will also come into the game. So Coach Jenkins with Madison Campbell 3 fouls and Maya Haney 3 fouls decides to put them in the game and let them play. That's 2 freshmen. That's some trust.
Yeah, I mean, you got 6:52 left. And it's down to the wire on this one. Got to put the players out there that gives you the best chance to come out here with a win.
And the hustle play by Maya Haney will get the Wildcats back the ball after the 2 missed free throws from McKinley Campbell. Campbell with 10 in the ball game. And 40-39 our score, a 1-point lead for the Fayetteville Bulldogs with 6:50 left to play in the fourth quarter in what has been a barn burner. That's how you say it. Delaney Roller with the bucket. And a good shot by Roller. Coachman now with it. Now Washington. They're looking in for Moss. Coachman sends over Ball. Moss gets a spin. They've really looked inside. They get it to her. and a foul is called on Maya Haney, her 4th personal. And I got a question for you right here. If you're Coach Jenkins, do you let her ride or do you take her out?
Man, I got to ride because she's giving you the best opportunity to defend Moss inside.
Maisha Washington catches, sends over the ball. 3, up 3. No good. Rebounded by Washington or Moss.
Oh.
Moss takes down Campbell. They don't call it. And that'll go the Wildcat way.
But it's like, was it out of bounds or was it a charge? It's like, wow. There was no foul call on that play.
There was not, and there was definitely lowering of the shoulder.
And she completely cleared out Campbell. Wow.
Just get out of my way.
Campbell would fly.
As MacArthur catches. Looking for a little action on the Wildcats. Get it over to Roller. Guarded by Coachman. Sends it inside. McKinley Campbell outside to Ayana Henry. Now Roller. 41-40. A 1-point lead for the Wildcats. MacArthur sends over Campbell. Back to MacArthur. 10 seconds on the shot clock. MacArthur's going to make something happen. The magic has to happen. Henry. 5 seconds. McKinley Campbell going to have to put up a shot. Going inside. Layup. Up. No good. Roller with a rebound. Puts it back up and good. Delaney Roller inside. She's got 17.
And Fayetteville kind of just fell asleep. They thought it was going to be a shot clock violation, but that time the ball did hit the rim. Roller comes away with the offensive rebound and easy putback.
And Coach Rimmer doesn't like what he's seeing. He calls a timeout, and that's a full timeout. We'll take a full timeout with him. 5:32 left to go in the 4th quarter. 43-40. The Wildcats lead by 3. We'll be right back. Foul on the play. Delaney Roller has 18. I cheated her a point. But it is 43-40. That's the score. I promise you that. The Wildcats have the 3-point lead with 5:32 left to go in the 4th quarter. This has been a fun game.
Yeah, definitely. And both these teams just going back and forth. And it's like you just see two coaches just doing an excellent job of just doing counters. And then Coach Rimmer, he'll throw a counter at Coach Jenkins, and Coach Jenkins will counter back. They're just throwing bows and haymakers, and we'll see who
trading
comes
blows.
out. Comes out at the end of this one.
As now Brown, guarded by MacArthur, going inside, sends it out Maisha Washington. Couldn't handle the play, or couldn't get a hand on the ball, I should say. They send it over Brown, going baseline, sends it back out Washington. Threatens the 3, going inside, puts up the layup, or the jumper, gets it to fall. Maisha Washington with the 2-point basket. She's got 10. That is 3 players for the Bulldogs in double figures.
You saw Washington just be very aggressive right there, looking to score.
McKinley Campbell gets a little bit aggressive on her own and misses the shot. 42-43. Campbell guarding in the full court. Ball. McKinley Campbell gets on the floor. A jump ball is called. Possession arrow will favor the Wildcats. The 50-50 balls was a key to the game for Coach Jenkins, and they win that one.
Yeah, just great job. Just one-on-one defense, and Campbell just forcing a turnover and diving for the loose ball.
Diving, quite literally. I think she did, what's that called? No, not a butterfly.
Breaststroke?
Breaststroke, there you go. We'll take it. Roller inside. Sending out Madison Campbell. 3, up 3. Good! Madison Campbell! 6 points in the ballgame, but she has had 2 timely three-pointers.
Big shots.
6 points in the ballgame for Campbell. Now Coachman, they send it inside Maisha Washington, looking for a high-low action. They get it inside to Moss. Up, no good. Rebounded by Moss. She's in the corner. Henry guarding. Jazz MacArthur shoots the gap, going for the layup. Good! Jasmine MacArthur. 9 points.
It's almost a turnover again.
I thought MacArthur almost missed that for a second. You heard my voice kind of pull back for a second. I a little bit scared, but MacArthur scores it for the Cats, and we have ourselves a 6-point ball game now, 48-42, and that's how quick this game can change. The sport of basketball is ever moving. As Maisha Washington gets it inside to Brown. 3:53 left to play in the fourth quarter. The Wildcats with a 6-point lead against the Fayetteville Bulldogs. Looking for Maisha Washington. They're looking for Coachman on the back cut. Layup, good.
Just great, well-drawn-up play.
Coachman!
And Coach Rimmer there to get
Just
Coachman
worked.
a layup.
When Coachman's that big of a threat from outside, you have to be able to deny her, but you cannot give the back cut open. As now over to Roller. She's guarded by Brown. 5-second count threatening. Sends it out, McKinley Campbell. McKinley Campbell waves off MacArthur. MacArthur, 3 from the corner. Up, no good. Madison Campbell with the ball. Sends it out, Roller. Wide open, top of the key 3. Up, no good. Moss with the rebound, takes down MacArthur in the process. And there is no call right there. MacArthur got the wind knocked out of her.
Yeah, they give the foul to MacArthur.
The foul goes to MacArthur. Her fourth personal.
It's just a tough call because it's a rebound. Both teams going after a rebound. In my opinion, no call. Ball goes out of bounds. Figure that one out. But
Coach Jenkins talking to the referee right there. She is not happy with the call. We just came back from a commercial break, so we'll stay right here. This is a very, very important game. 44-48, a 4-point ball game. 3:05 left to play in the fourth quarter. The Wildcats have put it on a little bit here in transition.
yeah, they've been able to get some steals, shooting the gap and pushing pace a little bit. But look for Fayetteville to really get the ball to their bigs, Maisha Washington and Moss down low, looking for them to make some plays. And they're going to play off of them, just like you saw the last play that Coach Rimmer drew up. Got it to Washington at the elbow, and Coachman with the backdoor cut. So you're going to look to see him trying to get the ball to his two bigs, and everybody else playing off of them. If you're the Wildcats right now, you just got to be strong defensively, and you got to come down with the rebound.
Yes,
no second chance opportunities. If you can come away with the clean rebound, the shot clock's in your favor. You got a 4-point lead. Work the clock. Let's move the ball. Let's get good looks. Look to attack. You know, the timeout situation or the foul situation is 1-2. So you got a lot of fouls that Fayetteville would have to get before they put you in the bonus. So,
and a lot of timeouts left for both coaches. 4 for Coach Jenkins, 3 for Coach Rimmer. As Coachman now gets the double. Whitney Brown sends it back to Coachman. You see Maya Haney back in the ballgame. They kind of, can't tell. They went to man, but they were in a zone look. Maisha Washington sends it out Brown. Jumper, up, no good. Moss with the rebound, up and no good again. She'll go up, blocked by Maya Haney, and they call a foul. That might not be a foul, but not up to me.
That's those second chance opportunities we're talking about. You have 2 great defensive stops, but you give up 2 offensive rebounds.
That's 5 on Maya Haney. She will foul out of the ball game. Wait, no, they're saying 4. Nope, they're saying 5. Okay, never mind. She has 5. Maya Haney will sub out of the ball game. She had a big impact in this one. You could tell the Wildcats were a different team with her on the floor.
Yeah, definitely. But right now, this is a spot where the Wildcats have to pay attention. They have to box out on the charity stripe. And do not give up an offensive rebound, an easy bucket right here.
Like they've done numerous times in this ball game, the Fayetteville Bulldogs have been relentless on the offensive boards here tonight, as Moss will sink the pair and get 12 points on the night for Moss as the big girl inside. 46-48, 2-point ball game. The Wildcats up in what has been a barn burner. That's so hard to say. Say that 10 times fast. As McKinley Campbell now with the ball. She has a right side to work with. Going inside, puts up the jumper. Henry with the rebound. It is blocked away, and that'll stay with the Wildcats, and Coach Jenkins will call the timeout. And we look at it, there's so many metrics that go into the game, and Huddle breaks down pretty much every one of them that you can think about. And Huddle breaks down the blob percentage, the percentage of times you score on a baseline out of bounds. You want to guess how much the Wildcats score on a baseline out of bounds?
I'm assuming it's pretty high.
It's about 40% of the time.
40%. That's pretty good.
Very close to 50. It's in the 40s.
So let's see if they can draw up a pretty good play right here. If I'm Coach Jenkins, I'm trying to find Roller on it. She's been on a roll tonight, knocking down shots. Let's see if we can get her a play coming out of the baselines out of bounds.
18 for Roller in the ball game, 10 for McKinley Campbell, 7 for MacArthur, 6 for Madison Campbell, and really, I wouldn't mind to see Madison Campbell get a three.
Yeah,
while she's not the best statistical three-point shooter, she's been a very timely three-point shooter.
She's been knocking them down at the right time.
A little box set here for the Wildcats.
And look for some slips if they decide to switch.
They're running a double. They get over Roller. Wide open three. Up, miss.
And that's off on, that's Har-Ber ball, yes.
Har-Ber ball, so they get a sideline out of bounds or a slob.
And you got it in the hand of the person you wanted coming out of that blob.
Like we talked about, Roller was the number one option. Could look for Madison Campbell. McKinley Campbell was inbounding. Couldn't look for her. She's come around the screen. They clear it out. Roller, mid-range jumper, good! Delaney Roller! 20 in the ball game. The senior stepping up when the time matters.
Stepping up at the right time.
50-46, 4-point ball game. Minute and 52 left to play in the fourth quarter. The Wildcats need this to stay legitimate conference championship contenders, as ball will fall on the ground, and she is grabbing at her leg.
I don't know if it's a calf or it doesn't look like she's on the knee.
Kind of in the calf area, maybe a cramp.
Yeah.
As we'll send it to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here. Hopefully, ball is okay.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
Joe and Larry here with Sam's Furniture. We just wanted to thank you for your business and to let you know that your purchase helps serve so many people.
That's right. The culture here at Sam's is to love and serve others in our community and around the globe. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many organizations we partner with.
You enable us to invest in our children, teachers, veterans, development in Africa, and distributing wheelchairs to those in need around the world. You are a part of this. So from the Sam's Furniture family to yours,
thank you.
Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Food that is fresh, full of flavor, and all for a good cause can only come from Tacos for Life in Springdale. Enjoy delicious tacos for a cause. When you buy a meal, Tacos for Life donates the proceeds to provide a meal to starving children. Download the Tacos for Life app for ongoing promotions and free food for our friends right here in Springdale. Great food for a great cause. Tacos for Life, 1210 JTL Parkway in Springdale.
Welcome back. Ball was helped off the court. Hopefully she's okay. Prayers up for her. As Maisha Washington now with the ball, we get back into the action. Minute and 40 left to play in the fourth quarter. 50-46. Washington going inside. Sends it out to Coachman. Inside Washington. Tipped away by McKinley Campbell. They send the double team instantly. Washington puts down the shoulder and puts down the bucket.
Washington.
Coach Rimmer with the automatic timeout. He'll take a 30, which means we just got back from commercials. Let's stay right here. Coach, what do the Wildcats need right now? 50-48 is the score.
Man, I'm continuing to find a way to get it to my hot hand right now, Delaney Roller. And she's picked up her shooting here in the second half. And I got to find a way to get her coming off of that curl action. That's the way she's been successful for the last few possessions. Coming off that curl action, they've been able to find her at that elbow area for a quick knockdown. But you don't have to go fast here. You still have a 2-point lead. Yeah, minute 30 left in the game. Let's milk some clock. Let's try and get some time off this clock before we strike here.
And if you're worrying about this might be the end of action, oh, it's only a girls' game. No, there is a boys' game right after this. We've got a doubleheader here tonight.
Oh, yeah.
And it's going to be a fun one. The top 2 teams in the state go at it. Ayani Henry up and fouled on the play. She'll get 2 free throws at the line.
And just great recognition to find Ayani Henry cutting baseline, and for Henry to go up strong.
As Ayani Henry will to the line, you got Cortland Muldrew, Ornette Gaines going at it. Jaden Haney, Jackson Conley, those are some of the stars for the Fayetteville Bulldogs and the Wildcats. And that one, a rainbow arcing shot. No good by Ayani Henry. Mariah Moss will come back into the ballgame. They keep doing that defense for offense sub because they love the mismatch that it gives them on offense, but the Wildcats love the mismatch it gives them on offense as well.
Yep, and you know, I mean, you know what Fayetteville's going to do. They're going to try to get to Washington or Moss.
That's been their recipe. That took me forever. Ayani Henry with a missed shot. Washington with a rebound. She gets corralled by 3 Wildcats. Coachman dribbles off the foot, recovers. And now MacArthur guarding. 1:10. Coachman sends it inside. Moss put on the dribble.
It's 3 seconds.
They send it out. Now Washington looking inside. They get Moss on the backside. Up, no good. Rebound by Moss, and a foul is called. Ayani Henry will pick up the foul.
Unfortunately, they called it on the floor. Didn't give her an opportunity to get the shot up. So it's a baseline play.
50-48. A 2-point ball game. The Wildcats leading. 53.7 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. We've got ourselves a game. Whitney Brown now with the ball. Going inside. Met by a double. Sends it out. Not looking to shoot. Coachman misses. Madison Campbell with the timely rebound, and she has been a timely player here for the Cats. The foul is called on Moss.
So now the clock's going to play a big part here. You got what, about a 7-8 second difference between shot and game clock. And if you're Fayetteville, what are you going to do? Are you going to let him play it out, or you're going to try and foul quickly?
They go into the full court press. They're going to put on as much pressure as they can. MacArthur breaks it quickly. She is the press break. Pull up, knock down.
Oh, and I'm with Coach Jenkins here. Is like, Jazz, why are we trying to score? But she called it. She called the time. She's like, oh, MacArthur, come on, Jazz, come on.
Yeah, timeout burned by Coach Jenkins. And, hey, she loved the shot. She said, good job on the shot, but look at the clock, please.
Yeah, I don't even think she cared that the shot went in. MacArthur has to understand the situation right there. That shot doesn't go in, and Fayetteville gets the rebound. Now you're giving them a chance to go win the game. But right now, you're putting, if you've milked the clock, Fayetteville has to make a decision. Do they allow us to drain this shot clock all the way down, or do they try and go to the foul game? But right now, 31 seconds left, 31 seconds left on the shot clock, 38 left in the game. Fayetteville still has to make a decision what they have to do here. We have the opportunity to milk this thing all the way down and take a shot at the end of the shot clock. Now, if you get a good look at it, a good clean opportunity late in the shot clock, you go for it. But you don't want to take any quick shots here unless there's a wide open layup.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 90s only, 90% shots only.
Yeah.
Right now, if you're the Wildcats, you definitely want to get inside if you're going to take a shot and get maybe to the free throw line and maybe put this game out of reach. Hopefully, if you can make it a 2-possession ball game, that is the goal for the Cats in this possession. McKinley Campbell will inbound. Very far back is McKinley Campbell on the inbounds. Sends it all the way to Roller. Now to MacArthur. Now to Campbell. That's the hands you wanted in. About an 8 second. And they foul McKinley Campbell. So the decision is made. That is the 4th foul on the Bulldogs, so that could be just for later implications.
And now shot clock is no longer a part of the game. So now you have
to foul eventually.
You got to foul now.
That's true. I didn't even see that. 30 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. 50-48. The Wildcats up by 2. They're denying McKinley Campbell the ball. She gets it inside, though, and Coachman kind of hits McKinley Campbell in the face. Campbell kind of says, okay. and walks away. We talked about it earlier in the Springdale game yesterday, or I talked about it, sorry. But controlling emotions was a major piece that Coach Jenkins talked about in that game. This is also a rivalry game. People don't expect this to be as big of a rivalry as it is. It's Bulldogs versus Wildcats. Whether it's Red Dogs or Purple Dogs, it's a game.
Yep, and you know, she knocks that first one down, so puts a little bit more cushion there. But, you know, Northwest Arkansas is such a small area, and everybody knows everyone. And all these kids and parents, we all know each other. So it's always so fun to be able to compete against your neighbor or the person you work with, and because you know you're going to see them within the week.
And you know you're going to get the brag. As McKinley Campbell sinks the pair, 2-possession ball game. Exactly what the Wildcats wanted in that game is to get to the free throw line. Maisha Washington. It's going to be interesting if they decide to go with a 3. Wide open. Whitney Brown. 3 up. Miss. Henry with the rebound. Now McKinley Campbell. They look to foul. She dribbles around. She falls down. And a timeout by Coach Jenkins, the smartest timeout.
It was an ice rink out there, man. She was slipping and sliding everywhere.
A 52-48 game. 13.7 in the fourth quarter. It's a 2-possession ball game, and is what has been an amazing game.
Oh, yeah, the Wildcats came alive here. I got to give it to Roller, man. She put the team on her back in the fourth quarter, and she has really stepped it up, and she's willing her team to a victory here tonight with her shot-making ability in the fourth quarter.
Next up for the Wildcats are the Rogers Heritage War Eagles, coming up on January 23rd, 2024. That's so weird, 2024. We're in it, the Kobe year.
And time is flying.
As Madison Campbell will inbound, the Bulldogs in full denial, down by 4. Trying to get into MacArthur, they do. They missed the foul. Coachman going to come foul. And that'll send MacArthur to the line with 10 seconds left to play in the ball game, looking to make it. Well, no, it'll still be a 2-possession ball game no matter the outcome. 2 threes can do it for the Bulldogs to tie it up if MacArthur sinks the free throws. That's a 3rd foul on Sanaya Coachman. As MacArthur misses the first. And Fitzgerald will sub in the ball game, replacing Roller. Moss. If you're the Wildcats, you don't foul necessarily. You play straight up. But
no reason to
what
foul.
If it gets to Moss?
No reason to foul. You just let it play out.
MacArthur misses the pair.
And then you take care of the ball and get it in bounds.
Coachman to Moss, down low. Layup, good and one. That's not what you wanted to do.
That's not what you want to do. See, now Fayetteville has to make a decision. Do we make the free throw or do we try and miss? And if I'm Fayetteville, you got to try and miss here. It does you no good to make this free throw because you're still down with 2.2 seconds left.
Timeout, Coach Rimmer, and that's probably exactly what he's about to do, is call up this play.
Yeah. I mean, you make the free throw, you're still down by 1 point. All Har-Ber has to do is get the ball in and go shoot free throws. And they'd have to bring it the length of the court and try and heave one up, which we've seen happen early in the year when Fayetteville beat Northside.
Yes, so that player is out. Charlie Rollins is out of this ball game. She was one of the best 3-point shooters for the Bulldogs, won the game for them against Northside with a full court heave by Moss to Washington to Rollins.
Right.
And what we watched, we were commentating during that, and we went off when that happened.
Yep. So, but this is where we talked about blocking out at the charity stripe.
Oh, yes.
This 100%. Is where it really comes into play, and you wish you had a Maya Haney that can go in there right now, but every single Har-Ber player has to box out. Because if I'm Coach Rimmer, I'm trying to ricochet this ball off that rim and see if I can get an offensive rebound and put back and send this thing into overtime. You don't have to shoot a 3. You just need the offensive rebound and get a putback. But if you're Har-Ber, you gotta box out. That's what Coach Jenkins is preaching to her team. Box out, box out, box out. Come away with the rebound. We rebound the ball, we win the game.
Be strong with it, but do not, by any circumstance, foul.
No reason to foul.
As that will send, trying to see, I think it's number 13, Lily Crone. to the free throw line. Coach Remmer drew up the play. She looks like she's going to take the shot. Misses.
Never hit the rim.
Never hit the rim. You have to hit the rim. That is a rule in basketball.
Well, she tried to miss it. I don't know.
She did try to miss. That was the play. You could see that was the play.
Yeah, there's no way she shot it off the top of the backboard unintentionally, you know.
And no time was wasted since it did not hit the rim. That's a violation. So 2.2 still on the fourth quarter clock. A 52-50 ball game.
Now just have to take care of get the ball in. You're Jazz MacArthur and McKinley Campbell. You have to get open.
McKinley Campbell. Madison Campbell sends it to McKinley. Gets away from the pack, and that is ball game here in Fayetteville Bulldog Arena. The Wildcats needed a win. They came in, took care of business, get the 52-50 win.
Hey, and like Coach Jenkins talked about, defensive discipline, extra effort, and they made the shots when they mattered.
When they mattered, for sure. They were struggling in that first half, but when it got to the second half, they made it work.
And is this win 100 for her in her
win
career?
100 for
Awesome.
Coach Jenkins and the Lady Wildcats, as she has been 100 as a Wildcat. She's almost 600 in her career.
Yeah, way to go, Coach Jenkins, on this just great accomplishment. Great job willing your team and coaching you and leading these young ladies to a victory here tonight in Fayetteville.
And now we go to our sponsors who bring us all this action that we've been watching, the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Slim Chickens, yummy. Trade Pro. United Federal Credit Union. Toggles for Life, also delicious. And Storms of Sikorsky Orthodontics. And that'll send us to a quick commercial break. We've got 11:40 till game time. We'll be back for a pregame show. But until then, we'll see you again.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
If you need that love, support, somebody to push you, to tell you can do it, I would tell them to come to Pam Transportation. It's a family here. It's not just a regular company. They will look after you. They will show you that you are important, you are welcome here.
Jackson told me we threw, get to the ball, and one play.
What's the only thing better than ordering your Whataburger favorites right on your phone? Earning free Whataburger while doing it. Download the Whataburger app to get started, just like you like it.
Hi, this is Donald Tucker, the voice of the Har-Ber Wildcats. Are you looking for a new career? Would you like to become a professional truck driver? The CDL Training School in Tontitown, Arkansas is open and accepting new students. You can earn your CDL in just 3 short weeks with employment after you finish school, and PAM Transport will cover your tuition. You will train in the same equipment that you will drive once you earn your CDL. Plus, students also receive a $100 weekly stipend during training. Don't wait another minute. Call PAM Transport today at 888-498-2549.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I'm Jared Park. Without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
Hi, my name is Brett Hobbs. I'm the head football coach at Springdale High School. Thank you for making an investment into the future of athletics in our community of Springdale. We support Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Accidents are never planned, but no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
Goodbye, guessing. Hello, confidence. So long, stress. Hello, security. Farewell, running to the bank. Hello, banking from anywhere. Get a quick view of your balance, block lost debit cards, and quickly deposit checks anywhere, anytime with the highly rated Arvest Go mobile app from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day. The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit. My credit score wasn't that good, but Car-Mart believed in me.
They believed in me. My dream car, a 2016 Nissan Sentra. What's yours?
America's Car-Mart. You keep the dream, and we'll keep you on the road.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Try the 3-and-3 meal at Slim Chickens. 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders paired with 3 perfectly fried wings, shaken in your choice of house flavors. Served with fries, Texas toast, and a medium drink. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Welcome back, Wildcat fans, and this is brought to you by the Springdale Athletic Foundation, Arkansas Children's Hospital, Core Architects, ESI Engineering Services Inc., Ozarks Electric Cooperative, can't forget it, PAM Transport, as we've got ourselves one of the best games you can possibly watch in high school basketball in the state of Arkansas here tonight.
Yeah, you got two of the best teams in the state squaring off here tonight. here in Fayetteville, Arkansas, with your Har-Ber Wildcats and your Fayetteville Bulldogs. And it's going to be a high-tempo, fast pace, a lot of scoring, a lot of great defense, a lot of crowd involvement. I can already see the crowd getting ready. The student section here is packed across from us. But it's going to be a fun game. And if you talk to Coach Deffabaugh, you know he's going to stick to his keys to winning games. And he always talks about blocking out, rebounding, and finding ways to get to the free throw line. And that's one of the things that Har-Ber was able to do last night to pull away from Springdale last night to get a victory there at Wildcat Arena. So hopefully the Wildcats, they can do the same thing here tonight against this Bulldog team. But the Bulldogs, they won't be an easy pushover for this Wildcat squad. They're going to have to work, and both these teams are fighting for that top spot here in conference play.
Well, both undefeated at 6-0 going into their 7th ball game. It is a tied game between these two teams. They are both even. Now their overall record's a little different, but at the same time, the Wildcats have one loss. Little Rock Central, top 3 team in the state. They play another top 3 team in the state. How are they going to do tonight? We saw that Little Rock Central team went to double overtime. It could be a fun one.
You know, and we know who the key players are, and I guarantee you, Fayetteville has put them on the board in that locker room.
Yes.
Conley and Muldrew.
Yes.
Let's find those 2 guys quick, find them early, and let's make the other players try and beat us tonight.
And that's something that the Bulldogs tried to do. The Springdale Bulldogs, they tried to take away Muldrew, tried to take away Conley, and then Jabari Washington with 12 points was the X factor in that ball game. And that's really what has to happen if you're the Wildcats. You have to have people step up in those moments and be the X factors, or just be what they live up to their potential to be. We all know Jabari Washington can score the ball when he wants to, and he did it last night, and it paid off for the Wildcats.
Yeah, and credit to Muldrew, because Muldrew walked away almost with a triple-double after last night. I think that 17, 8, and 8 is what he finished with.
10 and 8.
17, 10, and 8.
Had a double-double and was 2 assists shy.
So 2 assists shy, and 8 of those assists, almost all of them were to flashing Marley and flashing Jabari Washington for easy layups, because they were double-teaming him as soon as he crossed half court. The double team was coming, and early in the first half, he was trying to dribble out of it. And I think at halftime, Deffabaugh was like, look, man, they're coming. Somebody's open. Find the open man and make your job easy. So I don't know what Fayetteville's game plan is going to be tonight, if they're going to try and keep it out of Muldrew's hands, which is a really tough job to do. But if they do that, Muldrew, he knows he can find open players. And you always got to recognize Jackson Conley, what he is able to do offensively and defensively. But then I feel like that X factor for Har-Ber, and we talk about him a lot, but I think a lot of teams kind of fall asleep on Hayden Wood. And his ability just to knock down big shot after big shot, time after time, to continue to help this Har-Ber Wildcat team come away with victories is a huge thing.
Well, he averages 8 points per game on 4 attempts per game. That is a very, very efficient way to score the ball. Very efficient. As we send it down to starting lineups and the Fayetteville Bulldog announcer.
At guard, 6'4", junior number 4, Jackson Conley. At guard, 6'4", junior number 5, Hayden Wood. At forward, 6'5", freshman number 12, Marion Lee. And at guard, 6'4", sophomore, number 21, Jabari Washington. The Wildcats are coached by Tommy Deffabaugh, assisted by Nathan Otto.
First person shooting mode, you turning your son to a funeral. Just say they won't office you better. Talking about working in cubic codes. Yeah, them boys had a lot, but I knew the code. A lot of debating my numero. Not the 3, not the 2, I'm the UNO. Yeah. Numero UNO. Me and Drizzy did like a Super Bowl. Man, then it big as the Super Bowl, but the difference is it's just 2 guys playing that they did in the studio. Usually send they verses back to me and they be terrible, just like a 2-year-old. I love a dinner with some fine women when they start debating about who to go. I'm like, go ahead, say it then.
And now, introducing our Fayetteville Bulldogs. At guard, 5'9" junior number 2, Xavier Brown. At guard, 6'4" senior number 4, Ornette Kane. At guard, 6'1" senior number 5, Jaden Haney. At guard, 5'11" junior number 11, Jackson Jorgensen. And at forward, 6'7" sophomore number 23, DJ Hudson. Our Bulldogs are coached by George Rose, Spencer Brown, Tyler McCullough, and our head coach, Brad Stamps.
And here we go. We have ourselves a night of fun. We just had a great girls game, and now we get the nightcap. We get the boys game.
Oh, yeah.
It is going to be a fun one. And if you're wondering what happened to that Springdale girls game, Northside game, if you weren't watching, 58-55 in overtime as the Northside Grizzlies came in with that. So now, right now, the Northside Grizzlies are the 1 seed. The Wildcats are the 2 seed.
Yep. So things are shaping up nicely for the Wildcats on the girls' side.
Actually, the Bulldogs would be the 2 seed. Then the Wildcats would be 3 because they have the win over. Also, we saw these jerseys debut for the Wildcats, the full black jerseys with the blue against Bentonville. You weren't there for that game, so this is your debut for the jerseys. How do you like them?
I like it. It's pretty snazzy.
Snazzy, I like it. As that one's won, I think, by Har-Ber, a quick foul maybe. I don't know exactly what the play might have been. Out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Yes, out of bounds. 7:57 left to go, 3 seconds off the clock, and it's 0-0 still here in Bulldog Arena. They get it over to the backcourt. Jaden Haney has the assignment of Cortland Mulder. And if you're thinking that name's familiar, Maya Haney just played in the game before. Yes, they are brother and sister. Jabari Washington sends it over. Jackson Conley, 3 up, miss. Rebounded by Washington. Muldrew, Haney with the steal, going the other way. 2-on-1, oop, up and good. DJ Hudson with the basket.
DJ Hudson with the assist by Haney.
DJ Hudson gets the bucket as he is a sophomore. Very big player for a sophomore. Marley inside, misses the layup, puts it back up, misses it again, puts up a shot and is fouled on the play. That'll send Marley to the free throw line for 2.
How many times do you see 6-7 guys run the length of a floor and jump up for a lob? I mean, that was such an athletic play by DJ Hudson there for the Bulldogs.
He is one of the only true bigs in the entire 6A West in men's basketball.
Yeah, and he can play outside on the perimeter as well. I've seen him be able to knock it down from 3 and take guys to the hole and put it on the floor as well. So Hudson, also one of those kids in the state that's already getting some high major offers.
A double team in the full court. Little 2-on-2 action it looked like. As Brown comes across the timeline, if you're wondering, yes, that is Whitney Brown's brother from the previous game. Jackson Conley with a hand check. That'll be the first foul on Conley here within a minute. We've already seen 2 fouls within a minute.
Yeah, and you don't want to see Conley picking up early fouls because, like we know that the strength of his game is his defense, and his offense is spurred off of this defense.
Brown sends it over. Ornette Gaines, 3 up, 3, miss. Rebounded by Wood. Ornette Gaines can light it up. Jabari Washington going inside is blocked by 2 Bulldogs, and a foul is called, I think, on DJ Hudson.
And way to go up strong for Washington. Not settling.
No, Ornette Gaines will pick up the personal. As Jabari Washington, not in the best of health, leaving the court right now with head trainer Lauren Ward. And Lauren Ward is a beast.
Yeah,
to say the least. She is one of the best trainers I've ever seen. She treated my brother, she treated the Har-Ber athletes with the utmost respect and just overall kindness.
Yeah, she does a good job of keeping all the athletes put together. But right here, I think Defaba he was going with Bledsoe, but then he realized, Washington's actually at the foul line, so he had to do a little bit of strategy there. Who's my best free throw shooter? Who can give me
Who's the best option?
Who's the best option coming off this bench that may have a chance to knock these free throws down?
As Menifee is who he goes to. 2-2 our score, 6:53. Menifee will sink the first.
And good strategy.
It works out in favor of Coach Deffenbaugh.
Now I could see him wanting Bledsoe to check in after that. There you go,
Bledsoe. As Menifee sinks the pair. Menifee did his job.
Great coaching there. You got Menifee knocking down the free throws. Now you need Bledsoe to come in to play defense against Hudson and rebound.
Quick 2 for Menifee as he sits down on the play.
I don't understand why.
I thought it was a dead.
Yeah, he made the free throws. Why would he have to stay on the floor if it's a substitution? That just doesn't make sense on that play, but that's why we're not officials.
Very much so. I did UREC officiating, and it was not a good thing. I had to give a technical in my second game because they didn't like me. And Jaden Haney going inside against Menifee, loses a handle. Good defense by Menifee. Muldrew beats everybody, goes up for the layup, and good. Cortland Muldrew with 2. 6-2, an early lead for the Wildcats. Muldrew falls on the floor. Jaden Haney sends it to the corner. Ornette Gaines fakes the 3, drives baseline. Back out, Brown. And a foul is called. Wildcat fans very unhappy about that call.
It's not on Conley.
That's on Menifee.
Okay. Good thing is it's not Conley. Ref having a discussion with him saying, hey, you can't react that way. That's your warning. You do it again, we're going to give you a tech. But
Coach Deffenbaugh pulled back the emotions real quick.
Yeah.
Gave a little pat on the back and said, okay, my bad.
And you know this is going to be a highly emotional game. I mean, the student section is just packed. It's a Saturday night. What else do these kids have to do?
It's a Saturday night, and this is Fayetteville Springdale. They're closer together than most of the 6A teams. Yep. They're going to go at it. Xavier Brown shooting the second free throw. He made the first, and will sink the second.
Brown so clutch. He's always just been a cool, calm, and collected player.
Conley gives it up, Muldrew. Muldrew's got the Grinches on. You see the shoes. Muldrew goes inside, gets the layup to fall, and that's more important than the shoes, is the bucket.
And what I love about Muldrew is, like, the tougher the opponent, the more he raises his game.
In different ways, too. I think all of us expected him to go on a scoring run against Springdale, but ultimately he did everything in that game. 17, 10, and 8 in that game. As DJ Hudson got the basket, Jackson Conley will travel on the play before the made shot. DJ Hudson might be a problem here as Jabari Washington has checked out of the ball game. Hayden Wood, I've talked about it multiple times, and I stand by it, is probably the best rim protector on this team for the Wildcats. He's got the assignment of DJ Hudson tonight. That's going to be a handful.
Yeah, Hudson he's a physical kid, and he can stretch the floor, and he can also go inside. Just great footwork, great hands. Asking for the ball right now.
He goes inside, knocks down Conley, no call. Ornette Gaines, 3, up, no, good. DJ Hudson with the rebound, puts it up. Hayden Wood with the block on cue. I think we've done that tonight about predicting the future. I think we're really good at it because we've said it multiple times tonight, and then a player just does exactly what we were saying.
And you see Wood and Hudson just getting physical right now. Look at them. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. See two kids wanting to compete. And officials already having to come in and calm things down.
Hayden Wood says, I'm playing basketball.
I don't think Hudson liked that he got blocked. And
by a shorter Wood. Ornette Gaines now guarded by Wood. Sends it over. Haney guarded by Bledsoe. Haney has the side of the court to work with. Goes inside. Hayden Wood, another block. Ornette Gaines with the basket. That's one of the things you've got to rebound the ball off good block shots.
Hayden Wood showing you that you got some athleticism out there as well.
Inside, dunk time, Morley.
And you see it time and time again. Muldrew draws so much attention. when the ball's in his hand and he's attacking, that people fall asleep and they forget. We got Marlees and Jackson Conley slashing and looking to chop things up.
The athleticism of this Wildcat team is immense.
It is. And you're talking about a kid that's a freshman.
Yeah, a freshman. And Marley's knocked down on the court. They're going to call it on Marley. Maybe a holding call? I don't know necessarily what happened. I was looking at the ball.
See, and we know it's going to be a physical game, but if you're Har-Ber, the ref's going to call the call. They're not going to change it. Just don't respond, and let's just play ball.
Quick shot by Xavier Brown. Misses. Cortland Muldrew in the full court. He's 1 on 3. Goes inside, says, I don't care, and will get the foul. That one, I think, will be assessed to DJ Hudson. No, it'll go. Yes, it will. DJ Hudson will pick up his first personal. As Muldrew will go to the line, a very efficient, good free throw shooter for the Cats. As he will sink the first. 5 points already for Muldrew. He's got a couple assists, I think, to go with it as well. Muldrew sinks the second. When you put a player like that on the line, the outcome's pretty predictable. Into the full court. The Bulldogs going. Pull out. Haney. 4:23 left to play in the first quarter. 12-8 our score. Over to Ornette Gaines. Fakes the three. You got to respect it. Haney. 3. Up. 3. No good. Rebounded by Wood. Now Muldrew. Going to get the screen from Bledsaw. Working off of it. Ornette Gaines guarding. They get him a single on single. Muldrew from downtown. You don't want to guard him single.
We say it time and time again. If you're student section, be careful when you wake up that beast.
You do not want to wake up that beast. I can tell you that right now. I've seen him play enough games when I commentated as the opposing commentator and now as the home commentator. He can do a lot for you, and he can do a lot against you if you're the opposing team.
And they're the ref having to talk to Hudson and Wood again. Those two, they're going to be in a battle all night.
That foul assessed to Wood, his first personal. Xavier Brown gives it up to DJ Hudson. Going against Wood. Puts it up, and good. DJ Hudson just soaring above Wood with a contest, but a high release.
Yeah.
Now Wood, guarded by Brown. Conley gives it up. Muldrew, who has been an automatic bucket in this quarter. 9 points of the 15 scored comes from Muldrew. Going against Haney. Sidestep. Over to the corner. Wood. 3. Up. 3. No good. Rebounded by DJ Hudson. A good look by Wood. Apparently a cross-up and a missed shot. As that one will stay with the Bulldogs, and the Wildcat fans are extremely unhappy on that call.
They wanted at least an over the back on Hudson. I don't know if Hudson knocked it out, but he definitely pushed down Bledsaw.
As Haney will get it inside. Conley tried for the steal. Hudson sends it out. Now to the corner to Haney. Haney looking inside for Hudson. Wood trying to front. Haney pulls up. Mid-range J. Up, no good. Rebounded by Bledsaw, and Muldrew now with it, guarded by Haney. We saw Jarvis Palmer, one of the best players in the 6A, go against Muldrew. Now we see Jaden Haney, another great player for the 6A. Marley down low, up and good.
There it is again. So much attention. I think everybody in the gym just kind of freezes to see what's Muldrew going to do.
Even the players on the court.
Even the players on the floor. And then you see him just drop it off.
Another block for Hayden Wood as he kind of gives a little flex. 3 blocks for Hayden Wood in the game.
Oh.
And a foul is called.
I think Xavier Brown did a good job of selling that one.
Might have. I don't know who that was assessed to. I think it was Hayden Wood who picked up that one.
Wood picked it up on fouling the three-point shooter.
See, I looked down for a second and just something happens.
Yeah, and Brown is a pretty good free throw shooter.
Already made 2 for 2 at the line. 2:18 left to play in the first quarter. 10-17. Brown sinks the third free throw he shot on the night. He's 3 for 3.
So now if you're Har-Ber, you got to be careful with these foul situations. You got Wood with 2 fouls, and he's doing a great job on Hudson, and you got Washington on the bench with an injury, and we don't know how bad it is, but Wood is probably your best option right now against Hudson. So what do you do if he has to come out of the game? You don't know how Coach Defenbaugh is going to make these adjustments.
3 blocks in the game for Wood. I will be tracking that all game because he is in a block party right now against DJ Hudson. He's having to do so as Brown sinks all 3. He has 5 points, 5 free throws. As Cortland Muldrew now with the ball. Talk about points, 9 points for Muldrew. And I think the shot clock never started, so we will reset. As the Fayetteville Bulldogs heckling the Wildcats. You can hear it all the way from up here.
I'm not sure what they were even saying. I don't know.
They told Coach Tommy Defenbaugh to sit down, I think. But if anybody knows Coach Tommy Defenbaugh, he doesn't sit down in the game. He's in it as much as the players are.
And this is his house, too, as much as it is theirs, because this is where he played high school ball.
Yes.
And coached.
Exactly. Wood sends inside. Marley out to Conley. Conley fakes a 3. Pulls up Jay. 2, no good. Rebounded by Brown, going the other way. Conley trying to defend. Brown breaks him. Sends it to DJ Hudson. Off the leg of Wood. 3, miss. Rebounded by Bledsaw. And what was a broken play for the Bulldogs. As Muldrew tries to split the 2. Maintains it. Ornette Gaines gets it, though. Coming the other way. 2-on-2. Ornette Gaines. Layup. Good.
Muldrew just trying to do too much there. I mean, he didn't have the numbers, and he was trying to go 1-on-3. Just got to know when to go, when to go slow.
Speed of the Wildcats is always a great thing, but could be detrimental at points. Muldrew, 3, miss. Hudson with the rebound. 1:05 left to play in the first quarter. We've had a high-scoring ball game in the first quarter already, 15-17. Jaden Haney, pull up 3, up, good. He gets on the board for the first time tonight with 3. Now Conley. 50 seconds left to play. The Bulldogs get the lead, 18-17. 45. Conley against DJ Hudson. Putting on the dribble moves, going inside. Put up the hook shot and blocked away by Ornette Gaines. Brown going the other way. Pull up, 3, up, good! Xavier Brown and the Bulldogs have a little bit of a run going. Can Muldrew and the Wildcats answer? 21-17, 4-point ball game. No shot clock on. You assume Muldrew might take the shot here or find an open teammate.
If a lot of eyes are going to be on him, and just look for Conley or Marley cutting back door after Muldrew
5
goes
seconds
downhill.
Muldrew, they send the double. Sidestep, 3, up, short. And the student section letting him know, but that is not a good sign because you might wake the beast.
Yeah.
That's not a good thing to do. 21-17, a 4-point lead for the Fayetteville Bulldogs at the end of the first quarter. We'll be right back here with more Bulldog Wildcat action here in Bulldog Arena.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Harps. Hometown fresh.
I'm Jason Jones, principal at Springdale High School. Thank you for making an investment into the future of athletics in our community of Springdale. We support the Springdale.
Welcome back. 21-17 our score. 4-point lead for the Fayetteville Bulldogs here in Bulldog Arena. And I don't know. We have to check this metric. And we might get someone on this actually because I'm very intrigued. I don't know if the Wildcats have ever trailed after a first quarter.
I'm not sure, but I know Fayetteville just ended that quarter on an 8-0 run. So Har-Ber definitely have to do a better job, on the defensive end. Two transition threes. Nobody really closed out on them. So Har-Ber has some work to do here to start up this second quarter.
Nigel Armstrong has checked into the ball game. Xavier Brown now with the ball. Armstrong, a tenacious defender. I remember him from last year. Ornette Gaines. They send it inside. Now Haney. Haney against Wood. Out to Hudson. Now Brown. He hit the three earlier on. He has 8 points in the ballgame. Brown dribbling through, weaving. DJ Hudson. Three. Up three. No good. Rebounded by Conley. He's pushing the pace. Over to Wood. Wood can shoot it from there. Sends it out to Conley instead. They're looking for a Muldrew post up against Haney. Now Wood going inside, loses the handle, going the other way. 21-17 remains our score with 7:18 left to play. Menifee will come into the game for Wood. Menifee had those quick 2 free throws earlier on in the ball game. Comes back in for the Cats. He did not play against the Springdale Bulldogs, but Coach Deffenbaugh trusting the senior, one of 2 seniors on this entire team.
Yeah, because there hasn't been any sightings of Washington. I don't know if you can see him from your angle, but I don't see him down there on the bench.
I can't see him at all.
So, hoping it isn't too bad of an injury that we won't see him back here tonight.
Well, Bledsoe, the sophomore, he's going to get a lot of run tonight in that position. As now Jaden Haney going inside, sends it down. DJ Hudson up and good. DJ Hudson with 8. 6:44 left to play in the second quarter. 23-17, a 6-point lead for the Fayetteville Bulldogs. Keep in mind, this is a 6-0 team versus a 6-0 team. This is for the 1 seed right now. This is the fighting of the 1 seed.
Yep. And you know Fayetteville's going to be physical. This is their house. They're not going to let the Wildcats just come in here and try to run over them. They're going to be physical, and they're going to go deep in that bench if they have to.
6:36 left to play in the second quarter. Muldrew, fadeaway jumper. No good, but a foul is called on Nigel Armstrong. That'll be his first. As Muldrew will go to the line, shooting 2. He's 2 for 2 on the night from that area. As he will shoot the first and sink the first. 10 points for Muldrew already. Menifee will come back into the ball game, so a little offense for defense substitutions by Coach Deffenbaugh here.
Yeah, Wood has those 2 fouls. Doesn't want him to pick up a third one.
As Muldrew will shoot the second and sink the second. 11 for Muldrew. Trying to get the ball in, or the Bulldogs, they get it to Haney. Back to Haney. Breaking that press, the 1-2-2 by the Wildcats. Coach Deffenbaugh throws a lot of things at you. Brad Stamps counters. The 3 up, the 3 good. That's Jackson Jorgensen with the 3-point basket.
And Fayetteville just shooting a high clip from the beyond 3 right now. And Har-Ber really needing to do a better job closing out.
Muldrew tiptoeing to the bucket for the basket. He'll get 13 in the ball game, and he has been the answer for the Cats. 13 of the 21 scored. Only 8 points out of sight of Muldrew, if that math is correct. I hope to God it's correct, because I'm in college math right now. Ornette Gaines, pull up Jay, up, no good. Now Muldrew. Going against Haney. Putting on the moves, inside, down to Marley. Dunk time, Marley!
And you see it again, but we got to play some defense on this end. Fayetteville just scoring too high a percentage right now.
Got to think of, I didn't really get to call many dunks last year for the Wildcats. I've called so many this year. I've got to come up with new stuff. Dunk time, maybe hammer time, you never know. Got to study a little bit more. 26-23, a 3-point lead for the Bulldogs here in Bulldog Arena. Menifee comes out of the ballgame. Wood back in. So the offense for defense substitution remaining for Deffenbaugh. 5:14 left to play in the second quarter.
And you're seeing Muldrew do a lot of scoring right now, but you still got to see these other players for Har-Ber get involved.
As Wood misses the 3-point opportunity, Marley tried for the rebound but did not get it. Jorgensen got it instead. Ornette Gaines, spin move, up inside, good, with a little twist on the ball. 6 points for Ornette Gaines. Now Muldrew. If I know Muldrew, he's wanting to score. Wood, going inside. Good! Hayden Wood inside for the bucket.
And we got to see more of that from Hayden Wood. We got to see more of that from Jackson Conley. Just being aggressive. You know Muldrew can do it, but you don't want him to have to take on the entire scoring load here tonight. And we got to play defense. Fayetteville's just scoring at a very high percentage right now, and we got to lower that field goal percentage down.
They're lowering the field goal percentage. That's on the defensive side. Give credit to the Bulldogs. They're doing a good job of capitalizing on shots that they are given, but the Wildcats can step up on the defensive end. We've seen more defense from them in the past, so we know they have the potential to do so. But you got to remember, if you're just now joining us, Jabari Washington went out injured on the game. He has not returned for the Cats. I do not see him in sight, although I've got a section blocking me.
Yeah, it's a huge. And I don't know if that's the Har-Ber students right
That's
now.
the Har-Ber students.
The
Yes.
Har-Ber students. So
Har-Ber
brought a contingency here tonight as well. So
yeah, we've got a whole middle section of Fayetteville Bulldogs. We've got a whole section of Wildcats over here.
Yeah, it's pretty packed in here tonight.
28-25, and the words of the song you're hearing right now, jump around, as the Wildcats need to jump around on the defensive side to get a little more action and lower those percentages for the Bulldogs. You like that right there? Come on.
Yes.
A little credit. Come on.
I love it.
2-3 zone right here by the Wildcats. That could be their counter. There you go. Jorgensen against Muldrew. Sends it over Haney. Now over to Brown. Inside, DJ Hudson. Double teamed quickly. Sends out Jorgensen. Those are the kind of passes you want to force, though. Haney, pull up, three, up. Back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Marley, and now Muldrew with the ball. 4:04 left to play in the second quarter. Muldrew one-on-one. Putting on the dribble moves. This is a clinic. Haney stops Muldrew in the process. Marley sends it over to Menifee. Back to Marley. They look for Muldrew, and that'll be a foul call on Haney. That's what Muldrew's been trying to draw all game on Haney.
Yeah, he wants that one-on-one action. He's trying to post Haney up. He has a slight height advantage on Haney, but I think he wants to get Haney in some kind of position where he has to guard him and potentially draw a foul there.
Well, I mean, knowing this Bulldog team, Haney's probably the best defender. If you can get him in foul trouble like you did Jarvis Palmer the game against Springdale, you have a good chance of winning. Tevin Bledsaw takes the shot and gets it to ball.
And you saw Bledsaw knock that shot down right there against Springdale last night. So he can hit down that mid-range shot, and he needs to continue to be able to be a threat there to help his team.
Haney, the dump down and the block by Marley. The athleticism of Marley to dunk it and then soar for a block like that is miraculous from a freshman. Muldrew still with the ball. Dribbling against Brown. Sends it to Bledsaw. Back to Muldrew. Tipped out by Brown. Muldrew asking for a little holding action, but it is not called.
And Coach Depaul telling Bledsaw reverse the ball. You know, they get so zeroed in on getting Muldrew the ball sometimes. Sometimes it can hurt the team.
Conley sends it over Marley. Automatic three. Up. Miss. DJ Hudson going the other way. Sends it to Ornette Gaines. 3-on-3. Down to DJ Hudson, and good. DJ Hudson has been a factor, to say the least, in this ballgame. He's got 10 points for the Bulldogs. The big presence down low. Conley getting the screen from Bledsaw, not using it. Now using it, going inside, tipped out by Brown. A dive on the play, and that'll go out of bounds. They're going to discuss this one, though. Oh, no, they're discussing it with Muldrew. Emotion's a very important thing in this game to keep control of for both teams. Hayden Wood will inbound. Muldrew now against Haney, going inside and will be fouled, and that's what he wanted right there, to get another foul on Jaden Haney.
Yep. And you saw Xavier Brown trying to take credit for that one, but Haney is the glue to this team. He runs this offense. He keeps everybody composed. So without him out there on the floor, it'll be interesting to see how Fayetteville continues to run and react defensively and offensively.
Brad stamps with the answer of Nigel Armstrong, as Wood will get it inside to Conley. Now a height advantage for sure for Muldrew. Now he's looking to post up again. Conley, three, up, three. Back of the rim, no good. Brown pushing, sends it up, Gaines. Wow, that was a great pass, I thought. Just couldn't connect.
But right there, this is where you got to recognize the mismatch. And Muldrew's begging for the ball down low, and he has a clear height advantage over Brown.
He was doing it against Haney, had the slight height advantage against Haney. Now he's got a major height advantage down low. Muldrew gets doubled. Wood gets the screen from Bledsoe. They fire it. Wood keeps it, sends it down to Marley, with the intention of sending it down to Marley. It's stolen away by Jorgensen. Jorgensen coming the length of the court. Sends it over. Ornette Gaines. We've seen him be a little too quiet for comfort for the Bulldogs tonight. He only has 6. They send it to Armstrong and out of bounds. It's funny to say only 6 in the first half, but we know Ornette Gaines is a force on the offensive side of the ball.
No, I can remember watching him last year, and he just came out of nowhere. Nobody expected this young kid to be such a good player.
With I think the departure of Landon Glasper as well, he kind of took that step. If I remember right, I've been commentating too long. All the names get mixed up, but I think it was Landon Glasper. Wood. I say too long. It's been 4 years. Wood gives it up to Conley. Now to Muldrew. Muldrew going to put on the work. Shoots up the 3. Up. Miss. Marley with the rebound. Sends it back to Muldrew. 3 up again. No good. Right on the rim. 30-27. Muldrew with 2 missed 3s back-to-back. Now Brown going inside. Puts up the layup and good. For Brown was tapped on the play. That's going to go to Hayden Wood. His third personal. A scary sight for the Wildcats. You already have Jabari Washington out, and we have no clue about his return, if he will return. And now you have Wood pick up 3, which I'd be surprised to see him start in the second half.
And you're Coach Defferbaugh just frustrated on those offensive possessions on that last trip down. Muldrew, and you know, you got to live with what Muldrew brings. Sometimes he'll take some quick shots where you wish he would set it up and run the offense a little more.
Menifee gives it up to Conley. Conley going inside, has the height advantage, gets it to fall. Jackson Conley, he knows when he has an advantage, and he gets his first 2 of the game. Jackson Conley been auspiciously quiet for the Wildcats tonight. Muldrew fights over the screen. Now Gaines. Conley tries to get the steal. You got to give some credit to the Bulldogs. They've been very controlled with the ball.
Yep, they move the ball well, and they're doing this right here. And there's a rotation. Just no rotation on the weak side from Har-Ber.
35-29, 6-point lead for the Bulldogs. Muldrew, no shot clock on. He has the opportunity to save for the last shot if he wants it. He looks like he does. He wants the screen. From Bledsoe, 7 seconds. Gonna use the screen, coming around it. Loses the defender, shoots up the 3, doesn't get it. Bledsoe with the rebound, puts it back up and makes it, but no basket. Muldrew dropped the defender, could not finish the 3 as it was still contested.
Yeah, you know, man, with all the great, like I said, with all the great things that you like Muldrew and what he brings to the table, you want to see the ball move a little more, and to make that Fayetteville defense move as well. Right now, they're just standing still, and they're not burning much energy because they're just watching Muldrew, and he's struggling to make shots right now. So, Coach Defferbaugh, I'm sure, going to talk to his team about that going into halftime, saying we got to work the ball, we got to move it, we got to get more people involved offensively. And on the defensive end, we got to rotate quicker, we got to be in our positions on help, and we got to lower this field goal percentage of Fayetteville. They're shooting at too high a clip right now.
Too high of a clip, and they're getting easy buckets inside as we will send it to a quick commercial break in the halftime. Enjoy your halftime as we will take the break. We'll be right back.
I'm Jason Jones, principal at Springdale High School. Thank you for making an investment into the future of athletics in our community of Springdale. We support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I am Paul Gray, principal at Har-Ber High School. Without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale School Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
Joe and Larry here with Sam's Furniture. We just wanted to thank you for your business and to let you know that your purchase helps serve so many people.
That's right. The culture here at Sam's is to love and serve others in our community and around the globe. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many organizations we partner with.
You enable us to invest in our children, teachers, veterans, development in Africa, and distributing wheelchairs to those in need around the world. You are a part of this. So from the Sam's Furniture family to yours,
thank you.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I'm Cassie Lloyd, the head volleyball coach at Har-Ber High School, and without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Brandy Davis, girls basketball coach at Central Junior High. Thank you for donating to the Fuel and Feet program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your generosity.
Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Food that is fresh, full of flavor, and all for a good cause can only come from Tacos for Life in Springdale. Enjoy delicious tacos for a cause. When you buy a meal, Tacos for Life donates the proceeds to provide a meal to starving children. Download the Tacos for Life app for ongoing promotions and free food for our friends right here in Springdale. Great food for a great cause. Tacos for Life, 1210 JTL Parkway in Springdale.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
If you need that love, support, somebody to push you, to tell you can do it, I would tell them to come to Pam Transportation. It's a family here. It's not just a regular company. They will look after you. They will show you that you are important, you are welcome here.
Jackson Conley weaves through, gets to the ball, and one play.
What's the only thing better than ordering your Whataburger favorites right on your phone? Earning free Whataburger while doing it. Download the Whataburger app to get started, just like you like it.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I'm Jared Park. Without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
Hi, my name is Brett Hobbs. I'm the head football coach at Springdale High School. Thank you for making an investment into the future of athletics in our community of Springdale. We support Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Right here, Maya Haney right behind us. She's waving, now she's going. The freshman for the Wildcat did a great job tonight of just being aggressive for the Wildcat team. Just did a great job. That Wildcat win, 52-50. Now let's get back to the action. 35-29, a 6-point lead for the Bulldogs against the Wildcats. I don't think the Wildcats have trailed at half this entire season.
No, it's different territory for them. But I'll continue what I was saying before we went to the break. We got to see the Wildcats move that ball around a little more. It's getting stuck in Muldrew's hands, and Fayetteville's not having to react defensively. And if you look at the scoring, Fayetteville, they're kind of spreading this thing out. You got 11 points, 6, 12. You look at the Wildcat side, you got 3 players with 2 each in the starting lineup. Then you got Marley with 8 points, but Muldrew carrying the bulk of the scoring load. But you got to get Wood and the rest of the players involved. Wood is a great 3-point shooting threat, and you got to see Jackson Conley be able to take advantage of his ability to open that floor up and score an open floor. And you're missing Washington now. You can see here that he isn't returning into the starting lineup for the start of the second half, so most likely he's done for the night. And that's another scoring option that you have, but you don't have him tonight. So Wildcats, they got some work to do here.
Got a lot of work to do. And also, you talk about it, they showed, the reason I was smiling right there, they showed a Coach Tiffany Dykes graphic over you, which I thought was hilarious. But getting on to it, Portland Muldrew with the ball, 54 left. Muldrew against Haney. Haney, by his sister's declaration, is the best defender in the 6A. I don't know if it's between him and Jackson Conley. Conley shoots up the 3, up, rims out. Defenbaugh not happy with that one. He was very close to celebrating a lot.
Yep. Now, would have liked to see Conley take the first one. He was wide open. He turned it down. But you can't hesitate in games like this. You got to shoot it and shoot with confidence.
Jaden Haney now with the ball. Now Xavier Brown. Over to Ornette Gaines. Going inside against Bledsaw, puts it up and good. Ornette Gaines.
See, that's just too easy. And you know, Bledsaw, a sophomore, doing the best he can.
Against a strong player, Ornette Gaines. The bucket is good for the Wildcats. And Tevin Bledsaw. He has 4 in the game. Now Jaden Haney. Up to Jorgensen. Ornette Gaines pulls. Muldrew going in the full court. Going inside, puts up the scoop layup, gets his own rebound, puts it up, and almost an and one, but is fouled on the play. Xavier Brown will pick up the foul.
And they're making Muldrew earn every single one of these buckets that he gets.
37-31, 6:25 to play in the third quarter. Cortland Muldrew will shoot up the first shot and get it to fall. $14 in the game for Muldrew. And now 15. He's perfect from the stripe tonight. With a lot of the free throws. Jaden Haney gets double teamed. Conley almost had the steal. Inside to the middle to Ornette Gaines. Inside and good. Ornette Gaines. He's got 10.
And Gaines just making it look so easy out there. You know, he's not having to score with a lot of effort. Whereas on the other end, see Muldrew having to put so much effort into his scoring.
Hayden Wood, no effort right there. That's just a three-point basket. Hayden Wood doing what he does best on the play.
And we need to see more of that. Maybe we need to see Coach draw up some more of those opportunities for Wood coming off screens.
But will Hayden Wood get the opportunity now with his fourth foul? Fourth personal on Hayden Wood. We saw the basket go in for him, but now we see him exit or eventually exit for the Wildcats.
And that's so frustrating when you hit a big shot and you feel like, okay, now I have an opportunity to get into a rhythm. But then I pick up a tough foul on the other end.
Jaden Haney sinks the first. He's got 4 points, 2 fouls. He is the leading fouler for the Bulldogs, so not a lot of trouble there. As Jaden Haney will sing. Nope, will miss the second. 1 of 2 from the strike was Jaden Haney. Muldrew, guarded by Haney. Putting the hands up. Muldrew, stolen by Ornette Gaines. Going the other way is Gaines. Sends over Brown. DJ Hudson sends it out. Brown, corner three, up, corner three, no good, but a foul again on a three-point shooter. The Wildcats have done that twice tonight. Both times it was Xavier Brown.
And he just knows how to sell it. You know, certain players know they're not looking to make the three, they're looking to get fouled. So,
yes. Oh, yes, my brother was the example of that.
Just knows how to contort his body in a way where he's going to draw contact.
Xavier Brown, perfect from the stripe tonight. We'll sink the first. He's got 12. You see 3 double-digit scores already for the Bulldogs in this game. A very well-balanced affair here tonight for the Bulldogs. Brown will shoot up the second and will hit the back of the iron. As we got one more coming, as it was a 3-point foul. 41-36, 5-point ball game, 5:29 left to go in the third quarter. Xavier Brown will shoot up the third shot and get it to fall. The junior with the free throws. And he's got 13. 42-36. Jackson Conley going inside against DJ Hudson. 1 to beat. Goes up and just couldn't get the right angle on it to get the basket. Gaines down low. Brown up and good.
Xavier Brown.
And Muldrew coming the other way. 44-36. Muldrew against Haney. Going inside. He wanted to dunk it, but contorts and misses the layup. Conley trying to get a steal. Xavier Brown going the other way. Sends over Haney. Haney fakes the 3. Sidesteps. Brown, 3 up, 3 good. Brown is alive. Wow.
Yep, and tough deal. I mean, Muldrew's doing doing a lot.
Yes.
Working really hard. But right now, you really need to draw on the strength of that team and move that ball around and get more players involved offensively is what I'm seeing.
There's a lot that the Wildcats can improve on. They're down by 11 against the Bulldogs. This is probably the biggest lead they've ever suffered against a team this season as well. So they're in uncharted territory. And we look at it right now, and you got to get some props. This is how I keep my score here. And I have circled Xavier Brown a lot tonight.
Yep.
He is in a lot in a row. He's got 18.
Yeah, he's a clutch player, and he's smart. High IQ. He knows how to put himself in position to score, and he's a great free throw shooter. So doing a great job here helping his team tonight.
Wood is 4 fouls on the bench, if you're wondering why he is there. Jackson Conley running the point guard responsibilities. Menifee will inbound. Ornette Gaines picking up in the full court against Conley. You don't want to give Conley a head of steam. That's what the Bulldogs have done all night. They give it up Menifee. Menifee giving it to Muldrew. Jaden Haney wants the single assignment. Muldrew, and Gaines tips it away. He has airspace, goes up and gets the layup. I like how Gaines just keeps it controlled, doesn't have to go for the flashy play.
Yeah, he's just so smooth, under control, like you said. That's a good word to describe it.
Jackson Conley going down low. Bledsoe back to Conley. Wildcats need a bucket bad. Conley outside Menifee. 3 up 3. Good! The senior answering for the Wildcats.
Good, and you like to see that. You like to see other players get involved in the scoring column, and you need that if you're the Wildcats.
You need Menifee to step up with Wood Wood on the bench. Jorgensen. Now Haney, guarded by Marlee. Haney using the screen, sends it to the corner. Gaines against Conley, 4-on-4. Gaines going inside, puts up the shot and good. 14 for Gaines. He's come alive in the third quarter. Muldrew going inside, sees some open area, but DJ Hudson says no. Jorgensen going inside, and that's tipped, and a foul, a late call called on Jackson Conley.
And he grabbed the arm. So, good call by the official. A little late, like you said, but it was the right call.
Second personal on Jackson Conley. We didn't see Peyton Haskins play in the game previously, but you see Jabari Washington went out. Coach Steffenbaugh's got to see what's going to work here, and you see Peyton Haskins coming to the ball game. They get inside to DJ Hudson. Now to Nigel Armstrong. Going inside, sends it down low to Brown. Brown with the bucket. He's got 20.
And only at 5'9". 5'9", putting in work.
Putting in the work. Jackson Conley gives it up to Marlee. Marlee trying to put on the move. Sends it over to Menifee. Menifee trying to look for Muldrew on the post up. Brown with the steal. Pulling up. 3 up 3. Miss. Gaines. Rebound. And up. Right now.
Yeah. Wildcats just getting outplayed.
Gaines and Brown are just outplaying the Cats. As that's a foul on Gaines. Gaines second.
Coach Steffenbaugh's shaking his head.
55-39. Hayden Wood is triggered off the bench. This is interesting play here. As Muldrew will miss the bucket. He'll get 2 free throws, though. The foul assessed to Nigel Armstrong, his second. As Muldrew will line, shooting 2. Hayden Wood. Coach Steffenbaugh has seen enough. Hayden Wood is coming back in the ballgame. He's got 4 fouls. He said, what better time than now?
Yeah, I mean, you're down 15 at this point. Can't wait. But Fayetteville's just doing a good job, just attacking the Wildcats from different areas on the floor. Not just one player is doing the work. They're all getting involved.
Muldrew sinks the second. He's got 17. And now Jaden Haney will bring it across the court. 2:35 left to go in the third quarter. Haney sends it over. No, that's not Jorgensen. That is Rusher. DJ Hudson gives it back up. Haney down low, kicked. They'll stay with the Bulldogs. 55-41, 14-point lead for the Bulldogs. 2:23 left to go in the third quarter. Haney trying to get inside, gets it inside. Rusher three, up three, no good. Rebounded by Conley. Looking to go the other way is Muldrew. Sends inside Haskins. Haskins gets a tip and a foul on Xavier Brown, his second.
Well, Muldrew draws so much attention when he has the ball. There were 3 players guarding him just now. He made the right play, made the pass. But, man, you just got to know, and Muldrew, and as this season wears on, that's going to be the game plan for a lot of teams playing against the Wildcats. So you may see his scoring go down, but the other areas of his game, you may have to see him improve with his assists, his rebounding, and those different areas.
Coming off the 8 assists, 10 rebound game against the Springdale Bulldogs. Muldrew against Haney. Now Conley rejects the screen from Haskins, going inside, and a foul is called on the floor on Jorgensen. That is free throws for the Wildcats. Jorgensen picks up his second.
His second personal.
As 55-41 remains our score, a 14-point lead. And you see some offense for defense substitutions, as you don't want Wood to pick up that 5th foul. Conley misses the first. This is a crucial moment to make your free throws.
Yeah, got 2 minutes left. You see, you got to end this third quarter on some kind of a run. See if you can cut this to single digits going into the fourth.
As Conley misses the second. Now Haney. 1:52 left to play in the third quarter. 55-41, 14-point lead. Haney sends it inside. Ornette gains the pass, the basket.
Not very good defense off the pick and roll action on the weak side. Marley didn't rotate over.
Muldrew inside, and the bucket is good. Muldrew has done a lot on the offensive side tonight. 19 for him. Haney with the ball, gives it up, Gaines. Gaines fakes a three, guarded by Haskins, goes inside, puts up the layup, doesn't get it. Rebounded by no one, but tipped out by the Wildcats. DJ Hudson will come back in the ballgame. Taven Bledsaw will come back into the ballgame.
But you look at Gaines and what he's done. He has 18 points, and that's a quiet 18.
It's a quiet 18. I agree. Xavier Brown's been a loud 20.
Yeah.
Ornette Gaines a quiet 18. Haney with the ball. Haney has to have probably double-digit assists by now. He's been the point guard tonight as DJ Hudson gets it inside. He's got 14. The Bulldogs, as you said earlier, they're doing it by committee.
Yep.
Right now.
You know, they're just picking the Wildcats apart.
59-43, 16-point lead for the Bulldogs. Muldrew all the way to Marley. Now to Conley. To Muldrew. And a foul on Brown. That'll go to Brown, his third personal. The 20-point scorer on the night, the leading scorer on the night, Xavier Brown with 3 fouls, and Muldrew sinks the free throw. He's got 20, ties Brown. Muldrew shoots up the second and gets it to fall. He's got 21. 59-45, 44 seconds on the clock for the third quarter. Haney sends it out. Rusher fakes three, sends it back to Haney. Wide open three, up, miss. Bledsaw and a foul on Rusher. So that'll send Bledsaw to the line, shooting 2. Coach Brad Stamps not happy with that foul, but.
Yeah, it was a hard foul, but not really necessary. Bledsaw had already had the rebound. Now you give the Wildcats an opportunity for a little bit of a momentum. You get to score points without running time off the clock.
Bledsaw misses the first of the 2. Rusher will sub out of the ball game. Xavier Brown will come back in. As Bledsaw will shoot up the second. He's got 4 points in the ball game, looking to make it 5 as he misses the free throw. Brown gives it up to Haney. Conley there, though, and stays with Haney. Muldrew defending. And that's a foul on Muldrew. as the Fayetteville student section letting him know. That'll go to Muldrew, his first personal. Now Haney, 23 seconds, no rush for the Bulldogs. They're up by 14. They can have all the momentum in the world right now if they scored on this last possession. Wildcats need to stop, and if anything, get a bucket if they can. Muldrew, foul. That'll be 2 free throws for Haney. Muldrew, 2 quick fouls. .8 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Haney will miss the first. Rusher will come back in for Brown. Haney will get another one with 5.8 left to play in the third. 59-45, still a 14-point ball game. And Haney will sink it. Nigel Armstrong will come in for Haney. And Muldrew going to have to go the full length of the court. We expect him to probably take the shot here. He'll go. 5 seconds. Rushing. Shoots up the 3, and no foul called, and Ornette Gaines gets it. That's not the end of the game, though. That's the end of the third quarter. 60-45, a 15-point lead for the Bulldogs going into the fourth. As we will be right back here. I think they just assessed the technical, maybe. I can't tell. We'll go right into commercial break. We'll be back with the update right after this.
Goodbye, guessing. Hello, confidence. So long, stress. Hello, security. Farewell, running to the bank. Hello, banking from anywhere. Get a quick view of your balance, block lost debit cards, and quickly deposit checks anywhere, anytime with the highly rated Arvest Go mobile app from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
Welcome back. 8 minutes on the fourth quarter clock. 60-45, 15-point lead for the Bulldogs. Thought I was muted for a second.
Yeah.
Haney with the ball. Oh, Ornette Gaines with the back cut. Conley there, though. And a jump ball call. Possession arrow will favor the Wildcats going the other way.
So if you're the Wildcats, you just got to do it one stop at a time. It's not all going to come back at once. You got to do one stop at a time.
As Muldrew inside. He gets the dunk, and that's a start for the Wildcats.
And so fast, he caught Fayetteville asleep.
Haney, now guarded by Marlee. Sends it over the corner. Ornette Gaines, 3, up 3, good. Ornette Gaines, 21 in the ball game. He's done it. He might get a little loud now. We called it quiet earlier, but that's a loud 3.
But even his emotion is quiet.
Yes.
He didn't.
His demeanor is very quiet.
Yeah, he doesn't have to respond to the crowd.
One-legged jumper. 7 points for Wood. He has 4 fouls in the ballgame. Could have been a push-off foul right there. The discretion of the referees. Jaden Haney sends it over Xavier Brown. He's got 3 fouls. They're trying to send it inside to DJ Hudson. They send it out. 3 up by Jorgensen, good. He's got 2 threes in the ballgame. He's got 6 points and a timely bucket right there as DJ Hudson lost a tire. As the Fayetteville student section saying, start the buses.
I think Hudson looks like he's cramping up or something.
Coach Brad Stamps.
He has to come out.
Saying he wants him to come out.
Yeah,
but a player like that wants to power through.
Yeah, and once they stop the game for something like that, you have to sit.
At least for a little bit.
Yeah, kind of same thing what they did with Washington, and when they subbed in player to shoot the free throws.
Muldrew now gets off the screen from Bledsoe. Wood fakes a three, going inside, puts up the jumper. If that's a charge, that's a blocking foul. A very decisive call. If that was a charge, that would have been Hayden Wood's fifth, and he would have fouled out.
You see, this is what we should have been doing in second quarter and third quarter, is reversing that ball to guys like Hayden Wood who have the ability to attack and do what we're seeing right now, get to the foul line. So just being able to mix it up a little bit offensively.
66-49, Wood at the free throw line, and he'll sink the first. Wood with 8.
Conley having a pretty quiet night.
He has 2.
So you got to see more production out of Conley as well.
Had a quiet night last night against Springdale as well. Wood sinks it. 9 for Wood. Gives it up, Xavier Brown. Back to Jorgensen. All the way to Haney. Back to Xavier Brown. Steal for Jackson Conley. This is what he does. Transition. Marley. Dunk. Oh, wait, nope. Layup.
Coach Depp jogging, trying to get the quick timeout.
So he wanted the timeout really quick. Marley gets him to double figures with 10. Muldrew 23. Wood with 9. And then you've got the 2 20-point scores for the Fayetteville Bulldogs. 21 for Ornette Gaines, 20 for Xavier Brown. It's been a high-scoring affair tonight. Not even really. These teams are better scorers than this.
Right.
And that's saying something.
Yeah. Fayetteville doing a good job playing great defense against the Wildcats. But I think the Wildcats are kind of doing it to themselves a little bit.
Yes.
With Muldrew. They need to move the ball. They need to get more players involved offensively.
And they need to bring up the tempo on the defensive end. You saw that right there. Worked out perfectly for the Wildcats. Jackson Conley turns up the tempo. It's a changed ball game.
Yep, definitely. And they can do it. And they've shown that they can do it. They just can't wait to turn it on. You can't wait to turn it on in the fourth quarter. And, every now and again you need games like this to kind of help you reset.
Kind of check you.
To kind of check you a little bit, to say, hey, we're not where we need to be a state championship contender.
Exactly.
If we want to get to that level, there are some things we have to do to take our level of play up.
Jorgensen sends it to Haney. Haney guarded by Conley. Now gives it up back to Jorgensen. Corner 3. No shot by Gaines. Goes inside. Sends it to DJ Hudson, and layup good. And the inside they have lived inside.
Yeah, and where's your help side rotation again?
Conley gives it up. Muldrew, 68-53, a 15-point ball game still as it was into the end of the third. Muldrew inside, and that's an offensive foul on Muldrew, his third.
They're calling for a hook.
As Jorgensen sends it to Haney, and Haney will run the offense. I'm very interested to see Haney's assist numbers tonight. I'd be very interested to see that. As Conley tips it away, Brown fakes a 3, going inside, now to DJ Hudson, the shovel pass, up and no good, rebounded by Conley. Wasn't Conley on the other side of the court just a second ago, and then he got the rebound? Now Marley shoots up the 3, up, miss. Top of the structure, wasn't out of bounds though. 68-53 remains our score with 5:18. If the Wildcats are going to do something, now is the time.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of time left.
Haney looking to put away the game, and a foul is called. Conley. Third personal on Conley. That's the second team foul. You don't want to get into foul trouble early on, or not early on, in this game at all, because if they go to the free throw line, the Bulldogs have proven that they can convert. And that's an offensive foul on Xavier Brown, I think. Or he stepped out of bounds. It was one of the two. They didn't assess him up top.
Must have touched the line, sideline.
Yep, touched the sideline. Muldrew, sidestep, mid-range, up, fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. That foul will be assessed to Jaden Haney. Jaden Haney will pick up his third.
Muldrew's a tough guard. I mean, he's a tough player to have to guard every possession down the floor. But the key is he can't, against a good team like Fayetteville, you can't do it by yourself. Yes. Especially when you're struggling to contain drivers and not rotating for the weak side help.
As Muldrew sink the first, sink the second. And now we've got ourselves a 13-point ball game.
As you look at it, DJ Hudson's having a heck of a night. And he's not even having to work hard. It's just coming from dump downs and easy layups for him.
Dunker spot.
Yep.
DJ Hudson. Inside, Bledsaw gets it knocked away by Jaden Haney. Now to Hudson, I should say. And there's no rush by the Bulldogs right now. They do not need a bucket. 68-55.
See, that almost worked in their favor. Reset of the shot clock.
Hudson to Brown. Up three. Ice. Xavier Brown, you called him clutch earlier. Showed it right there. 23 for Brown. Muldrew got threatened with a double. Haney has done a good job on Muldrew tonight. Even though Muldrew has 25, he's done a good job of just really single guarding him. And that's a foul on Gaines.
But see, we talked a lot about how Fayetteville players stand and watch when Muldrew's doing his thing, but the same thing's happening to the Har-Ber players. They're standing and watching and nobody's moving. But earlier they were cutting whenever Muldrew would attack. Now everybody's kind of just standing and watching to see what's going to happen.
Well, it's just an off night for the Wildcats because last night it was kind of the opposite. Every time Muldrew touched the ball, the Wildcats were moving, and really that's how they won the game against the Springdale Bulldogs was their cutting game.
They had to because Springdale was coming with so much pressure to double team Muldrew.
Yes.
Now
they've single guarded
Muldrew. Yeah,
tonight.
they're single guarding him tonight.
Haney, Ornette Gaines, three to put away the game, misses. It's still basketball. This is oh God, I'm not gonna do that. 5-possession ball game. There you go. Muldrew inside, tries to dunk it, doesn't get it. Was looking for a foul, but didn't get one. Haney. Now to Brown. Three up. Miss. Rebounds it over to Haney. Back to Brown.
New shot clock.
And Coach Stamp saying calm down. Jorgensen. Back out to Haney. Just dribbling around to the Bulldogs. No rush. Brown, wide open three. Misses again. Short. Conley saves it to Tuck. And now Muldrew with the ball. Now to Conley. Back to Muldrew. Pulls from deep three. Short. And that one will stay with the Wildcats. Muldrew and Deffenbaugh having a conversation.
No, and I think Deffenbaugh is making the right decision here.
Conley, Marley, three, up three, good.
Good, there you go.
Marley. You got to get the other Wildcats involved right now if you're the Wildcats.
And see, this is a part of learning leadership and how to lead your team. Like, Cortland, we know you can score. We know you are a pretty stinking good ball player. But when you're playing against really good teams like this Fayetteville team, how are you going to lead your team? Not just score for your team, but lead your team. And sometimes that means you got to defer your scoring to get other players involved, to make sure your team is playing defense on the other end. So it isn't just about putting the ball in the hole. It's the full package that you got to be able to bring to your team. And I think that's what Coach Deffenbaugh was trying to explain to him why he pulled him out. Just to talk to him, hey, let's learn from this. This is what we need you to get to take the next progression in your game and your development. And that's all it is teaching.
It's inside to Muldrew. Muldrew couldn't get the shot to fall. DJ Hudson with the rebound, and I completely agree with you. In one humble commentator's opinion, Muldrew last night from Muldrew today, sharing the ball has been a little different.
Yeah, definitely. And I know it's a game on the road and the crowd's in your ear and they're coming at you hard. But that's something you got to learn, time, situation, momentum. When do I need to be so, aggressive offensively, but when do I need to get my teammates involved and make sure that the offense is moving and the ball's not getting stuck. Right now tonight the ball has gotten stuck too often,
yes.
And that has played into Fayetteville's game plan. And we talked about it. They were watching. Everybody was watching to see what was going to happen in the first half. But now everybody's watching And it's hurting Har-Ber because their players aren't moving. They're not even going to crash the boards when Muldrew takes a shot. So, no, there's just it's really stagnant right now.
Very stagnant. 71-59, a 12-point ball game. So the Wildcats have made a little traction. They've outscored them by 3 in the fourth quarter. They've got to put on the scoring arsenal that we know they can to come back into this ball game. It's a 4-possession ball game. 4 threes get you back into it.
Yep.
Muldrew defending the inbounder. Xavier Brown to inbound, gets inside to Haney in the backcourt. 71-59 again, 2:13 left to play in the fourth quarter. Haney with the ball, gets the screen from DJ Hudson. Now to Ornette Gaines, inside to Hudson. Muldrew there for the help, but the foul is called on Muldrew, his 4th.
So, and again, Fayetteville just doing a really good job of finding or putting their players in position to be successful. And Haney, got to give credit to him. He's just ran the show tonight and making sure his guys have been set up and put in position to be successful.
71-59, a 12-point lead still. As Muldrew with the ball on the full court. Both missed free throws. Goes inside for the layup and gets it to fall. Muldrew with 28. Xavier Brown sends it over to Haney. Haney breaks the press. Jorgensen pulls it out. 71-61, 10-point ball game. Haney, and a blocking foul called on Conley. That's Conley's 4th. Connor Menifee will go to the scores table.
I mean, they called Muldrew for a hook on an offensive foul, and there was a clear elbow thrown. That's how Conley got whacked in the nose.
Conley will sub out of the ball game. Xavier Brown gets inside to Haney. Menifee guarding. A minute and 38. 71-61. Haney sends it all the way to Brown. A good pass. 18 seconds left. Send it outside to Gaines, and an easy bucket for Gaines. 23. That's the easiest bucket he's got all night.
But you see how they're moving the ball. Fayetteville skipping the ball, moving the ball.
Muldrew will be fouled on the play. That'll be 2 free throws for Muldrew.
You know, I can remember one time I was at a basketball camp years ago, and that's when Mike Anderson was coaching, and he did a simple drill. And he lined 2 players up next to each other, and he gave one player the ball, the other player didn't. And then he said, all right, we're going to have a race. We're going to see who's going to make it to the baseline faster. This ball, if I throw it, or the kid that runs. And he said, go. So one player chunked the ball, the other kid had to run. Guess who made it to the end line faster? The ball or the player? The ball.
There you go.
So long story short, the ball moves faster on a pass than on a dribble. So we got to pass the ball.
Where you're going. I like that, though. Gaines gets another bucket.
So we got to move the ball more.
Muldrew oops it to himself and gets the layup. 32 for Muldrew. Now inside to Xavier Brown. He sends it to Gaines. Gaines with Hudson, 2-on-1. Sends it up to Hudson. Dunk time. DJ Hudson's got 18. Wood shoots up the 3. Got to do it. Marley gets the rebound, sends it back out to Muldrew.
You see Hudson on the other side. Looks like he's cramping up.
Yeah, I can see it from here. His leg is cramped. Bulldog possession. Bledsoe will check in the ballgame for Muldrew. This is the battle for the 1 seed, and it looks like Fayetteville will take it.
Yep. And good. I think it's going to be a good lesson learned. They got to go back to the film, go back to the drawing board. Coach Defferbaugh is a good enough coach to learn from it and get better from it. That's all you can do.
Right now, the Bulldogs dribbling it out. Xavier Brown. He has had a night. 23 for Xavier Brown.
Wow, impressive for the young junior guard.
And there you have it. That is the end of the ball game, 77-65, a 12-point win for the Bulldogs in a decisive game towards the standings. The Bulldogs take over the 1 seat from the Wildcats, no longer 2 undefeated teams in the league.
Nope, no longer. And, you know, you watched the game tonight, and the better team won tonight. Definitely, yes. The Bulldogs deserve to win that game. They played better team basketball, and they came away with the victory.
18-2, Har-Ber Falls, and the Bulldogs improved to 7-0 in conference play. As we'll get to our sponsors, this is brought to you by Springdale Athletic Foundation, Slim Chickens, Trade Pro, United Federal Credit Union, Tacos for Life, and Storms and Swiderski Orthodontics. And next up for the Wildcats, they've got the Rogers Heritage War Eagles coming up January 23rd. Don't miss out on that. I've been Connor Jenkins. He's been Coach Simeon Hensley, and we've had a fun night of basketball. Could have been a better outcome, but hey, it's basketball. It goes either way.
Hey, it was a fun night here in Fayetteville. Hopefully all the players that are dealing with little tweaks and injuries, prayers up for Jabari Washington. Yes. We'll find out more about what's going on with him, but hopefully he can be back out there with his team next game.
And that's going to do it for us tonight. On behalf of Donald Tucker, Jared Cleveland, everybody with the Springdale Athletic Foundation, thank you and good night.